Hats off.
He hasn't made a single dime.
You're welcome, guys.
Everything went to charity.
Ladies and gentlemen, and extraterrestrials, and everyone beyond the galaxy, beyond the universe, and the man upstairs too, because I know you listen to this sometimes. Welcome back to the long-awaited group chat podcast episode, I think 121,
Episode 1.
Season 3, episode 1. Season 3, episode 1. We're back to the basics. We're back to the basics. We're back to the basics. So, okay. We're back on the setups, and it's new backgrounds because a lot has happened. Just before this intro, I was telling the guys a couple of facts here, and I'm going to list them out real quick. So, real quick. That's number one. Number two, last podcast episode we recorded was September 24th, or at least not recorded but posted, which was almost a year ago. So it's been almost a year of no podcast episodes, and the last time we did a podcast on Discord with this kind of setup was over a year ago, like a year and a half. It was like 528 days, which is a long time ago. And I'll be real, I'm very excited to be back on the computers.
Doesn't feel real. I love the computers, but I'm biased, so I enjoyed the
It's fair enough. It's fair enough. I mean, we don't have the very distracting. When we had the IRL shit, there was a lot of things that I was trying to implement, and you know what? Live and you learn. Nah, we're not doing that no more. We're not doing no IRL.
I feel like our vibe is so much better virtually too, but also again might be virus.
This is how
I think it's because this is where we started, so it helps. It helps.
It's like going back to your mother's house.
Yeah. We're back at Mama's house.
Yeah, we had a season 2 was at our friend's house where you all lived together in a dormitory, and season 3 is back
that
at
was like
Mom's
the
house.
Europe trip after you finish school. You go to Europe for a little bit, and then you come back.
You come back.
Mm-hmm.
Christmas,
and now we're
Christmas
back.
Eve at Mom's house.
Yeah.
How many IRL episodes were there?
24.
24. That's about a season of any show you want to watch. So that makes
That's
sense.
like a good anime season right there.
Yeah,
It's funny that these podcast episodes, people view them as like season episodes. I was watching, or I read somewhere where somebody was like, I put my friend on and they're on episode like 38 and they still have season 2 to go. I'm like, dude, you're making it sound like a show, like a whole, like there's like an arc and there's like, I mean, there technically is, but it's interesting. But no, it's honestly, and this is going to stay put, like this setup with just Discord is going to be pretty much, there might be a sprinkle of episodes maybe, but honest to God, I think this might be just the for now and never kind of deal, because
for now
this is the
until
vibe,
the foreseeable future. Like we still have all of the equipment to record an IRL podcast.
It's sitting,
but yeah, it's upstairs, not set up. This is very easy, and that is not very easy. There's like,
and it's also had a lot of technical difficulties every now and then. And at one point, like for that, the last episode was the Swagger Souls episode, which was long time ago, and I had to edit a fucking Roblox Blender mashup thing. And I was so like, low key, like, you know, that was like one of my first big Blender projects, so I was proud of it. But it's so funny looking back at it, and like I don't know, I was like so under the pressure because I was like, fuck, how do I fix this? And I remember I would go to Isaac's room and I'll be like, Isaac, the footage corrupted, dude. You got to take a look at this, because I didn't want to feel like I was the only one who didn't see this.
I remember we'd record a podcast, and then 2 days later, everyone would be looking at me a little sideways, and they would be afraid to kind of like admit that the fucking footage corrupted.
It's like, how did it happen so much?
Yeah, I'm like, how? What happens?
I don't know. I really don't know. Sometimes like the interface, not the interface, but like the app I was using to control, the camera would freeze. And then I didn't know how to like should I unplug it? Should I leave it alone? Should I wait? Should I? And then it was just it was dumb,
dude. I think of the 24 episodes, it happened like 4 or 5 times, right?
I think so. Yeah,
it happened quite often.
3 of those times were towards the end when we were trying to record after the Swagger Souls.
That was a
one
sign,
episode,
bro. That was
I
a
will say.
sign.
Dude, oh my gosh, we didn't talk about this ever, I think. And I wish I thought of it before we started this podcast, because I don't know if we're allowed to talk about it. But so maybe cut this part, but can I talk about it really quick just to see if we can talk about it?
Yeah.
The high podcast with Pat God, where he got high for the first time.
Oh my god!
Nah, we could talk about that.
That was
We can
so
actually
good.
talk-
Did we not?
Did we talk about
We should.
No,
we
I
should.
think we actually
We should mention
did.
that.
Did you?
I
Okay.
think so.
No, because the reason why we didn't talk about it was because we never posted it. It was
Right.
supposed to be a podcast. That's why
Yeah,
he was there.
yeah. And also Pat God was like, no, don't show me online. It's like,
No,
what are
Yeah,
you doing?
agrees to the podcast if he doesn't want it out. Did we ever
Yeah.
talk about the Matan podcast? I
Nope.
think
Yeah, we
Oh.
did.
Did we?
No, we did.
No, I don't think we did.
I'm pretty sure we talked about the Pat God and the Matan one.
No, we never talked about the
mentioned
Matan
it,
one.
and then I don't know.
Well, either way,
either
way.
way,
Either way, now you
they
know.
happened.
we have to catch
Um,
everybody up. Because,
Yeah, so there's
Yeah, sure.
it's been a long,
Yeah,
long period.
from the last time you guys had ever seen or heard from us on the podcast, at least, just
Yeah.
kind of like was going, and then stopped. And
then
like
it
we said
stopped.
before, yeah, we had
However,
some complications. We did have intentions on making.
However, and this is like the funny thing, because people pick up on like because towards the end of like the last few episodes, me being on like the control panel and seeing everyone and what everyone's saying, things like that, I was able to see the increase of people wondering like, what is like, man, did they have a bad day today? What's going on, man? Their mood is so
Right.
off, and like all these things. And then the podcast goes off, and then it's like empty, and so in some weird instance, it kind of makes sense. Again, this is like a TV show in a weird way. Like when when we're all 60 years old and we're looking back, it's gonna be like a fucking season of our lives that we're gonna remember and have documented online. And so it's been a very, very, very long time, and like I said, with IRL versus this, I feel like this environment not only has an even plane, because I felt bad, but Grunk was on the wall and he was on this like really small 720 like monitor that we had to look over, and like, it was just like not the same ground, and that kind of like makes it a little bit uneven when it comes to like conversations and all that stuff. But this, I don't know, this brings a good like open space, I feel like, with any of us.
It's easier for guests. It's easier for everyone to feel just more comfortable in their own space. It's easier for just like everything. Like the worst complication we have is someone's audio may not record, right? And so we have like a fail-safe track. So no matter what, it's like there's easier quality control, I guess, in this instance, right? And again, it's like we were talking about, I don't know if we said it before or after we started recording, but it's like back to our roots of where we were when we were starting
it
the
like
podcast.
feels like home. It feels just better.
It does,
and we're still going to probably argue, but like at least we're arguing.
Oh, it's
at our
definitely going to
desks.
happen in this episode too. There's already, I already know. There's already,
there's already one locked in
So
the
I got some things I want to say.
So I'll
So they
quickly.
have 3 fridges and Isaac has 2.
What the fuck?
I think there's like 4
we're
fridges.
already, no, that is. We're gonna get to that Isaiah.
No, we're
Isaiah
not.
Matthews.
No, we're not.
With the fridges. We're gonna
Dude,
get to it.
I've minded my own. I've been such a good guy.
You have so many sauces in that damn fridge right
You're
now.
so
dude.
fucking mad that I love sauce. You're so fucking
Oh,
pissed.
see, he doesn't even. He's
No, you're
just.
so mad.
he loves
You're so
Yeah,
mad.
you should be
You're-
grateful, Larry. You should be grateful.
Oh,
Yeah, you have
sorry,
options.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
I use all
guys
sauce
know me.
too.
I love
I like-
sauces.
this
too.
guy
I
loves
love
sauce.
condiments. I love
Sauce in the fridge.
sauces.
Big
I
sauce
love all
fan.
that. Absolutely. So there's been a big time gap in between, and a lot of people are confused about like even like move-ins, like who's living with what. Why is there a new house every fucking 3 days and things like that? This podcast is gonna explain basically all that
Bingo.
shit. It's gonna at least try to answer all those questions. So this is the podcast to sort of be like, just watch this and listen to it while you're like, I don't know, showering, jerking off, doing whatever, and this will be that podcast.
Yeah, and this one's not going to be a quick one either. It's going to be a very
not gonna
long
be a
one.
quick
We're going to get
one.
into the
It'll be a
everything.
long stroke.
Now, I
stroke.
personally have a fuck ton to talk about. So I'll kind of go. I'll start with my shit towards the end, but I know a lot of you guys, or some of you guys, had some notes because we kind of tried and figure out what we wanted to say for this behemoth of a podcast.
Yeah.
So if any of you guys
Yeah.
want to start, or
Yeah,
do whatever it is.
I think like for me, you know, it's one of those things where all the way back then, that's that time all the way back then, and we are now almost an entire year here. So, you know, as much as there could be a lot of filling in on like back then, I think it's just more appropriate to talk about everything that happened in between now, right? And kind of like move past and kind of like catch people up to speed as well on what we were all doing in that time, because we were doing a lot of stuff even in that time. I know like the podcast stopped, and, you know, Isaac lastly VC and like group videos, like they just kind of like, you know, tanked a little bit. Yeah. But, you know, it wasn't like there was like we just became still water, right? We weren't stagnant. We were still moving. So, yeah, I think that my only real serious topic I wanted to talk about back then is just like the fact that we did try and like address that we were going to step away for a little bit, and then we had all those complications, and then
no, we did. We had a podcast episode.
We had a podcast episode, and then I remember the day you were like, dude, it like fucked up again, and I remember saying like, when are we going to do another? And then like we all just kind of like didn't talk about it again. Yeah. It was just kind of like whatever.
It didn't get brought up again, and then it just faded into obscurity, and then that was that. And then
that was
slowly we started collecting the fact that we were like, okay, we're actually located in a hiatus right now, which we never really like had. We never had a point where we sat down and we're like, all right, let's take a break. Let's take a hiatus. It just happened, and then subconsciously, but shit, you know, is always happening. I have a burp coming up.
Well, that's how you like. That's how you know it was like needed. You know,
yeah, true.
Yeah. I think you know what it is, dude. I think the podcast was like the group and everything else. Like, it was starting to move really quickly, and like things caught up really quick. If I'm being honest, like things picked up fast. You know what I'm saying? And like,
for sure. That was like we're trying to do like the group stuff too.
Dude, I mean, the group channel was. I mean, it was doing well. The group channel was doing well, but then I feel like we all started collectively feeling like we were doing videos and doing things that we were doing almost essentially algorithmically, not like to create. You know what I'm saying? Like we were looking at like other group channels, and we were like, well, I guess we can do kind of like what they're doing. Well, I guess we can do this. It's like, and like that's just
and that shit. So, like I don't know how other creators do it, but that shit took a toll in my heart, because this job. The fact that we're able to like do quite literally anything, for a lot of people, they take advantage of it, and it's like you can do anything, which means you can do and post bullshit and
it'll get
get away with it and things like that, and it's people are cool with it because they'll eat it up. But in my life, I'm like, I've always thought about it, and I was like, dude, I just want to take the opportunity to do the opposite and completely go down that road. So like when we were doing those thumbnails, when the fucking Tanner with the piss yellow
color
toxic
theory.
Neon color theory, trying to get like a fucking 2-year-old's attention. It was like a heartbreak.
Staying in touch with like thumbnail artists and like going back and forth. It was kind of
saddening. I was like, oh,
right. But that is like a chapter. And that is obviously it's not for everything. I mean, we're not doing that.
That's the business, I would say. It's like, that's just like the business, and we explored it. And like, even on my own personal thing, like I explored like the different style of vlog that I ended up absolutely hating. Like, I'm going to be honest.
That's a good topic, or like general umbrella word is exploration. And I think that the last few months of like kind of like radio silence was umbrella exploration. It was a lot of exploring different things, and like trying out shit, experimenting a lot of shit. Yeah, like just trying out shit and doing it while we were away from like having to post or having to, keep up with the socials and things like that. Which helps a lot.
The group gaming channel. Like I remember, so like Larry was the one who ripped me out of the mindset, because for a long time I was like, yo, Larry, like, we're holding on to a lot of these group gaming videos, right? Like we have some group gaming recordings from like January or February.
Yeah, we do.
And it's like, and I was like, well, that game is like gonna not be wanted. Like no one's gonna want to watch that anymore. And Larry's like, yeah, but like I don't want people to want to watch just for the game. I want them to watch for us and for the editing and like the humor of just whatever it is. I want them to enjoy us for like whatever it is, not like the hype of like the fact that the game is out right now. Yeah.
Which
the
funny
game is
enough,
popular.
Right now I'm editing the peak video right after.
Well, that one is funny though. It is really funny.
It is funny, and it's also pretty damn long. It's gonna be a long.
Can we leak the discog or like what games we've played? Because we've played a lot. We have a ton of them.
We did Repo.
We have I'll have to top of my head,
there's peak. There's schedule 1.
Schedule 1, dude.
Schedule 1 is going to be
We have so much schedule 1.
That's
you
a
guys.
really long
6
one.
recordings.
That's a really long
Like
one.
3 recordings, like 3 to 4 hours each. Like
No. I'll let you know. So schedule 1 was recorded over the course of 5 days, 5 different days, and every recording is 4 hours long. Wow. And it goes, and it's like a series thing.
20 hours.
And
20
that
hours
one,
a person.
I had an idea, which I'm not going to get too into because I want to see if it even is going to be a thing or like if it's going to work out the way I'm thinking about it. But I have an idea of making like a longer format version for that video over the course of like, videos, things like that. I don't know. Just kind of like a TV show.
episodic.
Yeah,
You gotta be
it's
careful.
Episodic with
people hate that shit.
a lot of cool details into it. That's been the most important thing with these videos. It has been detail. But I will say though that like, as much as it's cool, like experimenting or even trying to learn it, and then while posting is low key it's very humbling because I look back at that first deductive video and the audio is so loud, like the music's so loud, and people were messaging me like, "Are you deaf, dude? Like that shit is so fucking loud."
Yeah.
And then I was like, "Crap." And then Chunky edited the second video, and then the stick fight video, I sent it to Isaac to like kind of review, and he's like, so these parts are loud as fuck. So then I'm like, dude, I need to get my ears checked because I feel like if I'm going to continue down this sound path, I need to make sure.
Yeah, it's not your headphones. It's like your head, because I know exactly what you're trying to do with a lot of these different sounds, a lot of these different songs.
It's inside you.
For when I'm editing, there are times where I will throw in a sound effect and I want it to be heard, and I want people to be like, okay, yeah, that's there. I hear it. And I make it loud, like louder than I would typically do it, because in the moment of hearing the same thing over and over and over again, your ears become almost used to that sound. And it gets to a point where you're raising up a sound effect or something so loud that it's taking over the whole entire scene. It's just obnoxious.
Right.
No, I'm not saying you were obnoxious, but I've had times like that.
It's like sometimes with editing, when you repeat certain things so many times, you become blind or deaf to it. Like you just don't realize it out of the context, or like in the context of the viewer.
I will say that in my Premiere Pro, I noticed that the levels of audio are different in the actual editing software to like YouTube. Like whatever I'm hearing, I'm hearing. Also because of my Go XLR, my system audio is half of what it would normally sound like. So like I'm making like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm basically going off of a meter rather than I am going off of what I'm hearing.
Actually,
because like
it in your ear.
Yeah,
YouTube
I'm using like
also,
actual meters.
YouTube will also
Compress?
They bring the high. Yes, they compress audio and they bring the highs down. Yes, they do, because I remember having the world's loudest sound effect in the
oh my god,
part.
You had some loud moments in Lastly VC, dude. Holy shit!
I dapped up Crispy and I made it so insanely fucking loud that it would scare me when reviewing.
Yeah, fuck you for that. That shit, you didn't even warn me about that, dude.
Yeah, it was on purpose too. Like I wanted it to be loud, but YouTube just squeezed it down. So that being said, hold on. How loud were those sound effects then?
Really fucking loud. Wait, what sound effects?
Yours. Because
mine? Probably loud. I think the problem is that I turned down my volume on the computer so that like, and I sometimes read the meter, but not all the time.
Bro, that meter is my best friend, bro. That meter
there's a thing I want to buy, but it's quite expensive, and maybe that'll be coming once I make enough to buy it from the Group Gaming channel. I'll get it, but it's like it's specifically for DaVinci, which is what I'm using now, and has like all the faders and the knobs. So
bro, yeah, Larry showed me it, bro.
Precise control.
Yeah,
it was insane. It's got like fucking these like lines that show up or down, like what the audio wave itself and like other crap. It's weird.
It's great. It's awesome.
Monstrous.
Great and awesome and weird.
It's great, awesome, and weird.
Yeah. So all right. Well, look, I think we should kind of like talk about Tanner, because Tanner, went back home for a bit. And
I'm back.
Tanner also did something crazy I've never seen anyone do. He aged backwards. His he's now 21 years old.
True.
Somehow legally
a strapping
too.
young chap.
I'm 21 right now. I'm 21. I can finally drink. We're having a good time right now.
Yay.
Absolutely.
What's everyone doing, dude?
Dude, we're having a good time.
It's like you're a guest.
No, it's like a stand-up comedian
This is
doing
the
like
first time I'm talking to Tanner since
crowd work.
There's a lot. There's a lot.
We miss you too, buddy. Dude, Tanner, we miss you so much, dude.
I know.
It was crazy. It was a while. I have no idea living with Isaac. It does things to you. It does
I know. I understand it all.
What the fuck? You guys know there's like this stigma going around that I'm like the worst person to live with ever.
I'll clear it up. Isaac's a very generous person and nice to live with and very easy to live with. I will say the refrigerator is the only thing.
Dude, you haven't even seen. You come over and go in the refrigerator to take and leave. And you complain about it on the first podcast back? I can't believe it.
First of all, I went to add to that refrigerator and I couldn't add because there was so many damn sauces on the fucking right side.
I just love sauce. I love
Big
it.
sauce.
I posted one of the fridges that we had on my Instagram account one time. It was so funny. It was like a fuck ton of it was like 3 chocolate milk, I think it was like whole milk shits. Cartons, sauces. You had a fuck ton of leftovers.
Oh my God, there was like 3 leftover things of Chipotle, Isaac. I remember that. There was like 3 bowls of Chipotle leftovers with
there's always a Chipotle bowl in there. That's what.
Dude, you guys are always coming at me for my Chipotle bowls and shit.
And you know what? I would eat it, but I'd feel bad.
You wouldn't eat it, would you?
Does Chipotle leftovers even taste good?
You would eat it.
No, it gets really hard. The rice turns into like pebbles.
I've never heard someone eat Chipotle leftovers like a day or two later.
I've eaten Chipotle leftovers once.
So what I do?
Wait, do you get like lettuce in it and shit, Isaac?
No. It's only rice.
It's guacamole, and rice, the guacamole does brown.
That is, I do have some brown guac on occasion, but
and you microwave that?
I ordered 2, and I open them both, and if one's like lacking, then I'll use the other one and help it out. But if it's not lacking, then I just pack it up, put it in the fridge. You know what I'm saying?
Ordered 2 Chipotle bowls?
Yeah, I do.
You know, it's the grind set that counts.
Oh God,
he's on his grind set.
I have an insatiable feast for. I hate Chipotle, dude.
Insatiable grind. Yeah,
it's not even enjoyable to eat anymore.
Dude, I went to Chipotle and accidentally got 2 proteins, and then it was a $20 bowl, and it's like, okay, cool. Thanks.
Oh, great. Oh, that's great. Yeah. That's exactly what
accidentally.
happened.
Because I wasn't sure, and I also got queso, so I was like,
$30.
Because he put a scoop on, and I was like, damn, I low-key want more. Can I get some more? And then they're like, yeah, and then
it's like all the dollars running from your wallet when you do that.
Yeah, because they gave you a little amount, and you want a little bit more, right?
It's like, just shoot me there. I don't know. Yep.
Yeah, shoot me there.
They injected me on my chicken, dude. There's like always like never any chicken. They like put it in a syringe and they fucking injected like pebbles. And there's always never. So I always get double chicken.
Mm-hmm. I get double chicken because the protein, but
yeah, well that too. I mean, honestly, I never really think about it. It's just for me, Chipotle is such an easy meal to eat, and I can eat it a lot, which is not great because then
brother, you don't eat it a lot. You eat it excessively.
You eat it too much to the point where
you were on a streak. You had a Snapchat streak with Chipotle, brother.
I know it was really bad.
I was like, "What do you mean?"
Because it was so easy. Because like, okay, dude, when I was editing, I was just like, I only wanted to focus on that shit because I was extremely hyper fixated on it. I'll get to it later, more into detail, but
that's when food becomes fuel.
Yeah. Exactly. That's pretty much it. It's like, oh shit. Says, my body feels like crap. I just need to eat something. I don't care what it is. And then I eat it. And then I'm like, all right, I feel good.
Grunk picked up a new thing. Dude, this whole eyebrow raising thing. I've picked up on that one side, dude. He says something mildly clever. And he's like,
I just can't lift my other side alone at all.
No,
I can't either. Look, I'm nerfed to 1.
Interesting. Can anyone?
I'm doing it. I don't know if anyone could tell.
Like I can't.
I can't.
I see the beautiful mountains.
Scene switch.
I have to do it like this.
No. Yeah.
Also, audio listeners, Isaac has National Geographical television on his.
Mm-hmm. He's got turtles right there.
Mm-hmm. Wait. Okay.
Sorry, that's a really hard word.
Tanner was like Tanner
was I want to go back to that. I was thinking about Chipotle bowls. Tanner, tell us about Washington. What was going on?
Oh shoot, Washington.
Where did you go?
I wasn't expecting.
Where didn't I go? I pretty much stayed in my mom's house and just worked out the entire time I was there. I'll be 100% real.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like getting my mind right.
Yep.
I was working out because I completely stopped working out here. Like I literally didn't work. I didn't work out for like 4 months when I was here. And then that kind of like made me super sad. And I was like, damn, I used to work out like just so much.
Damn, I used to work at the
what
Y,
happened?
man.
Where'd I go wrong?
I was at the
And then
lumber
like
mill.
I realized I started getting like weaker, and I was like, oh God, I feel like crap right now. My sleep started being terrible. I started like gaining some weight, and I was like, dude, I look horrible. What's going on? And then that made me not want to go on stream because I was like, dude, they're gonna see me.
It was
I'm
a
like,
domino
like shit
effect
right now.
It was a domino
and then I
effect.
was just like, I just got like really like anxious about streaming and stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
And
It's a
then
real thing.
at this time, I was on Zoloft.
The
Zoloft
Zoloft
isn't
zombie.
good. I was a Zoloft zombie.
Oh,
What is
I
that?
wanna-
Okay, so I don't know anything about like medications, shit like that. I hear it all the time though. I don't know what.
It's like it's an antidepressant. It is, but for me, I feel like my problems was ADHD.
Okay.
So I was taking like it could be a possibility I was taking the wrong medication for like the wrong symptoms I was having.
It's like you're
Right.
trying to
You
get
can
high
mistake-
and you don't know anything about drugs, so you take
Yeah,
LSD
yeah.
instead of weed.
You mistake-
yeah, pretty much.
I was like, oh, that's not the one I want.
Oh shit! I feel really weird. I don't like this
Yeah.
one.
But like you can mistake. Damn, is that how you say it? Mistake. You can
Yeah.
mistake.
Yeah, you can mistake.
You
okay.
can mistake.
You can mistake depression with ADHD because the things are just like they're intertwined.
The symptoms are like they cross.
Yeah, they're pretty much
or they
in
can-
log.
Oh, okay.
It's just a whole thing.
yeah.
So yeah. So I was like, oh,
That with like
if you-
homesickness, right?
Yeah, I was really homesick. Like I wasn't talking to my family a lot because I was just like in my own little hole.
That's like a
little
really
shelter.
common thing I know about creators here in Austin. I've heard
Yep.
like a lot of them just get like homesick. They just want to go back home for a bit. Like
Yeah.
it almost feels like we're out here. Like, no, I'm not gonna say that. That was really cringe. I was about to say it was
What
almost
were you
like
about to say? Come on.
I
Shoot the
don't
three.
wanna say-
Shoot
I don't wanna
the
say-
three.
I already kind of know what you're gonna say.
Shoot
I
the
was-
three.
I was gonna just say it's almost like we're going away for like college out here to be content creators.
No, that's true.
That's
That's
a-
true.
that's not
That's
that
true.
bad.
It just sounds lame
It's
because I'm
the same
26.
kind of age range.
It is, yeah. It's you move out, you
You
go
move
somewhere
out,
you
yeah.
don't know
Mhm.
with a bunch of people that you could know.
Yep. And you
about
go
the
home
college
every once in a
experience.
while.
I didn't know any of
might
you guys
know.
before we moved.
Maybe.
Well, to be honest, I guess a lot of the
hat draw.
Larry
I will
was a
say
hat
one
draw.
thing, Tanner, too, that I noticed, and I don't think it helped at all. Your old room had all black curtains, like it was just blocking out.
No,
any,
it looked like a dungeon.
any bit of sunlight. It reminded me of my cousins who had like Scarface and like the Joker posters and like PlayStations and like would always watch anime because his room was all blacked out. It would be daylight, like Texas, 103 degrees out, sun is blaring. You go in his room, it's like nighttime.
all
and
dark,
pretty much.
63
And I'm like,
degrees.
dude,
Feels
I'm
like
like,
it's 8 p.m.
this is.
And I had to keep those
whole-
curtains up because my camera was like terrible. It was like a Logitech camera, and it would just make everything horrible.
Yeah, wait, do a trick with your new one.
Look at this, guys. Look how beautiful I am.
It's gorgeous.
Oh,
Audio listeners, zoom in.
Wow.
Could see
Audio
every
listeners,
follicle.
zoom in.
Wow, your lips are so voluptuous.
Are you
don't
surely
care.
those are is that how they
Wow.
always look?
Oh my god.
Can you give like a
Boy.
This is how
like
they
an,
always look, dude.
can you
Boy,
give like,
oh
like an
boy.
awkward
Yeah,
kiss
nothing
face?
changed about them guys.
Nick, do it.
I'm familiar with those. What?
Do the thing. do,
The boy
Yeah,
going
he's familiar with
cross-eyed.
these.
He's going
What?
cross.
do the lip thing. Boo. You.
Wow. You have very dark lips for your complexion.
Yeah, they're like really pink at sometimes, but they also get, since they're so big, they get chapped really easily. I'm pretty
I'm
sure.
sure. Poor guy.
So like, yeah, every time
I
every time I
hate-
go live, it's-
I hate when my lips get chapped up above the lip.
Yeah.
Like not on the lip,
Just
up
throw
above.
it out.
Oh,
Yeah,
like on
just
the edges?
get rid of them.
Cut 'em off.
Chop them off. Like up above, yeah.
Like the ring.
The ring.
Yeah,
I had the ring once. Oh my god.
It's the red ring, dude. It
was
is. It's
so
a red
bad.
ring.
I forget. Like I got it from doing something. Like I forget. I think it's just licking them. Like
I think
Licking
so,
them
yeah.
and
Like they
cold.
dry
It's
up.
cold.
Yeah.
Cold weather
That's
does
so
it too.
bad. That's so
Sometimes
bad.
I'll be like doing nothing and like I gotta do shit with my hands. So I'll be like, and then I pick, and then
Yeah,
I
I do
find
pick
a
my
little
lips. I'm like-
a little vent opening, and I'm like, oh, and I just dig my hand in there, and I, and I'm like, ow! I'm bleeding everywhere, and I'm like, oh, and I'm holding the dead skin, like I'm looking like Leatherface. And I just rip someone's face off. I'm like, oh, and I'm holding my puddle of blood. I'm like, ah, shit. And then like I have a big pink part sticking out, like if it's like brain matter sticking out of a fucking skull. Oh God,
Right.
You're such a way
hurts.
with words, bro.
Classic.
You're such a way with
classic
words.
scenario.
Loud environment. I just got a loud environment fucking warning on my Apple Watch.
You're being
How many
told.
decibels?
Environment.
How many
Scared,
decibels?
yeah.
Did it tell you how many decibels?
Sound level hit 90 decibels.
Oh my God.
I'm
Dude,
really
Larry,
loud.
When you go live,
No, don't
like
say it.
you,
No. Don't say it.
it's like your doors might as well be wide open. Like everybody in
was
every
well
room
put.
can hear you.
What the hell? Your camera's upside down?
Trying to
Sorry.
now going to pee, but it's backwards, and I don't know if anyone can read that.
I can
I'm
read
gonna
it.
go
I
pee.
can read it.
BRB
That fish
peeing.
came out of nowhere.
Dude,
Did you see it?
the
It spawned
reason-
in. Go back. Sorry.
Oh, shit, sorry. Oh.
Well,
No, the reason, look, being out here, I remember when we first moved to Austin, I was like, oh my God, I can finally yell in the middle of the night and like no consequences. However, you
There
have
are
roommates,
indeed
and
consequences.
there are indeed consequences. And if it's not your neighbors calling the cops on you for being or domestic violence or whatever, then it's going to be being too loud and your roommates are trying to sleep,
Yep. I learned that lesson.
which I apologize.
I
Yep.
learned that lesson.
No, it's
Someone
awesome.
thought that I was dying or some shit.
Yep,
We
that's
already
what I was,
talked about
that's
that,
what I was
though.
referring to, and you had your
Yeah.
Attack on Titan shirt. Yeah,
That's a classic time, dude.
But when you were streaming Battlefield 6, Larry,
Oh.
you were like, ah! You were like doing that kind of scream. And there was somebody on the phone, and then they're like, dude, is somebody like dying in your house? Like they could hear everything.
Oh,
so funny.
guys, I've been looking at this one property, and it's a lot of land, and it's a lot of acres. It's a lot of acres, and it costs a lot of money. And I'm thinking about buying it so that I can be absolutely remote, and I can be as loud as I want and can at any time, at any moment. And it's literally got one house, and it's got just a bunch of fucking land.
The Larry
like a
State.
$1 trillion.
So bad. I
Larry
want a
Ranch.
ranch in Austin so bad. Like I just want to be here in Austin and just have a ranch.
That house
And-
is one point. Oh,
It's actually
it's $1.2.
$1.2
It's like
$1 trillion.
$1.2.
It's a little in the million maybe. And do I have that money? No. Am I gonna get that money though? Maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Larry, I can give you a $10 bill right now, and you can invest it any way you want.
Oh, thank you.
I'll
Sure.
help you out like
Thank
that.
you.
Wow.
Yeah. Do that.
I'll do that. Let me just get $10 really quick.
Can we
Do
can
that.
we pivot? Can we make a pivot real fast?
A pivot.
What's a pivot?
Yeah, a pivot to turn.
Like that.
We're going this way.
That's
Can we pivot this way? Can we
There's like a-
pivot?
there's like a
Pivot is
money
more
thing.
of like a.
I thought pivot was never mind.
Pivot's this way, bro.
Pivot is where
I
in
feel like-
basketball you're like,
Personally,
that's
me,
just
I
too
think
much.
that
That's a
pivot
Dude, I was
would
editing
mean-
peak, and when I think of pivot, I'm thinking of that thing you hold on to while
the-
it's upside
Oh,
down.
the pivot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say, can we pivot to last to leave VC?
Well, I thought we were gonna save that.
a little
were we
bit,
not?
a little bit, because we
yeah,
were
we were
gonna
going to say that for a whole other thing.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
can we pivot to why? Oh, is Isaac gonna just talk about all last to leave VC, like why it took him so long, everything?
Yeah,
I mean,
we
I
can talk.
could.
Whatever you-
I
ahead,
thought we
Isaac.
were doing
Go
a whole
ahead.
other,
I can
other
tell you-
podcast with
We can move on. We can move on.
Oh,
Why
the
not?
whole other podcast, just to clarify, like what's being talked about. Like we haven't reached out yet, but at the time of like right now when we're recording this, the plan is we're gonna get all of the those boys back into a VC and just talk about it though, because it was a lot. It was a big,
next week's podcast.
it's a big thing. Even though it happened like 9 months ago.
I don't even
know what?
remember
Yeah.
what happened.
Oh,
Yeah.
what
Like,
happened?
Yeah.
But it's not because it was so long ago. It's because I was so sleep deprived, and the only real things I remember is Grunk just driving back and forth, and me getting pissed at Grunk.
I thought that was
Yeah.
the funniest thing ever.
I was horrible.
I don't apologize.
I was
but that
genuinely
was the
horrible.
He was
funniest.
he was awesome. I
thought
think
it was
Grunk was
sweet.
awesome.
Thanks, Tanner. I appreciate that.
It reminded me
I
of
liked
like
when you
having
were
like
like-
a classmate that's like really funny. It's making me laugh in class.
I liked when you had to back up in the car and you're like,
Okay, the car was good.
3-point
Yeah, I
park.
enjoyed the
You had to
car.
Keep going.
Yeah.
No, actually though, I feel like Isaac, you should talk a little bit about your progress or your process of editing Last to Leave, because that was also around the time, which answers a big question. That was around the time when we moved, because we recorded Last to Leave VC, and then shortly after we started house hunting, which holy God, it was just me and Isaac, dude. And bro, like I can imagine it, right? I picture it. they're looking at the flyer or they're looking at the application. It's like, two young guys, 21, 24. Should I? This house has, X amount of, why do they need all this space? Why do they need all this and all that? And
two dudes went looking for a house that had 4 to 5 rooms. Which is not typical.
It's not
in any housing market. Well,
I mean, I don't think that plays into why. I mean, does that play into why they're able to fairly reject you or not?
One of them responded to us and was like, "We want to rent out to a family."
Yeah, well, there's that.
And worst decision ever, by the way. Such a cop out, bro.
They were like,
"No homeowner
why didn't you guys
wants
say that
to
you
rent
were
their house."
You guys should have said that you were a family. You were starting a family.
Oh, am I going to put my
you rent a house
kid
to
on the
like
lease?
Dude, they'll break everything.
Yeah, they're going to scribble on your walls, homeboy.
Yep.
True.
The fuck you mean you want a family, bro?
Rip up wires.
That was the our ice cream machine is broke. Version of saying fuck off. It's just it felt like it just felt like a backhand.
It was humbling. I will say that whole experience of house hunting. I think it was like we looked through so many fucking houses and it was a humbling experience. But it was also, it's funny because like every house in Texas kind of low key is built the same way and like everything just felt the same. So there was really no difference. But
there was
that took
no
a minute.
difference.
And while that was happening, you were still editing Lastly VC.
I still haven't fully moved in. I really should probably do that. Yeah,
you kind of do just have boxes everywhere.
Yeah, I have all of my clothes are sitting in a bundle.
You had the same thing in the last house though. Last house, same shit.
Yeah, well, that was because it was going to be more of a. Actually, I don't really know. I don't know why I didn't ever. I don't think I could fit a bed frame in my room. That was why. Because I knew if I made one, I couldn't
on the floor. Like, I wouldn't do bed frame.
Yeah, no, my mattress is still on my floor.
You don't really need one.
Can I talk about every time I go over to you guys' house, I go to Larry or I see Larry, hang out with Larry for a little bit, and I'm like, "Where's Tanner?" And then Larry's like, "Oh, he's up in his room." So then I go to Isaac. And I'm like, "What's up, Isaac?" And Tanner's sitting right there.
Oh, he's like right there.
That's like the morning meeting we have of Pokemon Go of what we're gonna trade before I go work out.
That is exactly what happens. Yeah,
that's what happens every single for 30 minutes.
There's a Pokemon Go fucking pandemic happening in this household, and I have no idea what anything of it means at all.
The closest Pokestop is like 20 minutes away, dude. They have to go on a 20-minute walk just to get to the closest Pokestop. It's crazy.
Okay, well, full reset.
Yeah.
Anyways, Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go is a game that comes in waves. Whether I want to play or not, over the course of it's like for 3 or 4 months, I'll be like, whoa, and it'll go away. It'll come back later. So Larry,
are you still on your Clash shit? Are you still on your Clash shit?
Not even close.
You let the clan die?
I didn't let the clan. I'm gonna come back and revive that clan. Don't worry. I'm saying waves. It's waves.
Let me know when you
crazy shit's gonna happen. I'm gonna hop back on. That's gonna be it. But I mean, just going back to everything that unfolded in December, and then for 7 months post, dude, there was so much shit that was revolving around Lastly VC and how it was hell, bro. It was dead ass hell.
Well, I remember a lot of it, and I recorded some of it, which we unfortunately could not recover because some of the footage got fucked up, I guess. I don't know. I never found some of the footage that we had because I was recording you and I did updates of your process during Lastly VC. And but I remember some of it, and one of them was the way. I'm gonna bring it back to when we recorded the Family Feud, because that was like the start of your stacking of problems that happened in a very short amount of time. Because we had that video that was recorded, but then right after Lastly VC was recorded, and then before Lastly VC was recorded, we recorded the first group gaming video, which I requested everyone to make their OBS 60 frames per second. Yep. And that fucked you up because you recorded Lastly VC in 60 frames per second instead of 30, which is what you normally do, which fucked you up. And I remember that happened, and then your computer was struggling really fucking bad for a very long. It was like a month or two of your I'm trying to go through this fucking computer. And then you had to like pull up some fucking weird ass program that was searching for something to make something this and that, and I don't even know what the fuck. Like you didn't even start editing until like a few weeks after the recording, because you just had to fix the recording itself.
So yes and no. Honestly, we'll get into it. So Family Feud comes around November 7th. We recorded it, and I shared my screen, recording in 60 frames per second, and also at 2560 1440, which is 4K. Twice. So I'm recording the Family Feud board and the Discord thing, and my computer did not like that, and all of the footage went poo-poo, and we found out afterwards, which really fucking sucked. Anyways, fast forward, one of the only golden opportunities to record Family Feud was 2 days before Lastly VC was going on. Tanner was already in the house. Like Tanner was there. So I was like, okay, how do I make this work? Yeah. So I had him and Larry kind of like dual wield. And for those who saw like that really hard ass gif of them holding up that X, it's from Family Feud because they were right next to each other. That shit was hard, by the way. I'm not gonna lie.
I saw that and I was like, how do we even do that?
I don't know. You guys you didn't address
we both leaned forward
at all.
and did this.
Yep. You guys didn't even talk about it once. I don't even know if you noticed.
There's a gravitational pull between us, and we
that's that.
That's what twinning them. That's the definition of twinning them right there.
Yes, that's my brother right there. You guys see him?
That's my brother in them.
That's my familia.
I believe so. Yes.
So these two, yeah, those guys did that, and then I recorded it for Family Feud like 2 days before Lastly VC. Lastly VC comes, everyone's here, we're doing it all. We record it, it goes well. Some things didn't get to go. Like some people were asking me about the mariachi band. That was dead ass going to be a thing, and that was dead ass the price they gave me, like $400 for 15 minutes or something.
I think it's pretty normal actually. I don't really know. I don't really know the prices, but bands are pretty damn expensive.
15 minutes, bro.
But you are paying for like them to come out.
Yeah.
Big band.
I mean, that's like 5 songs.
I would do like 2.
That's an EP.
I would do like 250.
You got a whole live EP. You got a whole live concert in front of you, man.
Yeah.
At your house.
I think everyone would also have really not been in the mood to listen to some mariachi music.
Dude, I don't know.
I would have loved it.
Yeah, me too.
I would have vibed out.
It
would have been way better than ping, ping, loop, loop,
Dude,
loop.
so mad,
Beef number 1, go!
I'm not doing it right now. If we're saving it for another podcast, that's fine with me.
Okay.
I'll wait.
Yeah. No, we'll go over those bits. But the torturous process and the reason why Larry was talking about program this, that to another thing, and I didn't get to touch it until whenever. I didn't even find out that the recording was in 60 frames per second until I was on my second timeline, damn near done cutting everything up.
What's the beef with 60 FPS and you guys?
Yeah, what's the problem?
Aside from bigger files, what's the beef here?
All of my stuff is in 60 FPS.
There's one more frame.
I know, but like you can downsize it.
There's not one more frame. There's 30 more frames in the second.
30 frames
per second, too.
In the second.
The reason why I don't like 60 FPS, and I'll get into that now, because I'm also now dealing with it again. Family Feud was recorded in 60 FPS. The good one, too. I had to remake every single preset I've ever made because there are 2 times as many frames. And editing softwares use frames as a unit of measure, like a distance.
In your editing software in the sequence, you're able to choose what you want it to be. So like you don't have to match the format. You can have the timeline be 30.
Yes, but that can cause some problems. And I'll get into those 30 FPS to 60 FPS problems. I converted every single file I recorded from Lastly VC into 30 FPS in
I think that's like the better of the 2 options, because like if you wanted to go to 60, you're fucked. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you think.
No, because Isaac's, for this peak video, one of Isaac's footages, or his footage, one of them, is in 30, and I have a 60 timeline, but it's fine. It's not that bad.
But it's fine.
But it's fine.
It's
more of the story. Who cares?
Moral of the story was
we care. We're working on them.
It fucked everything. It fucked everything up because I made cuts and I had emotes and everything like somewhat placed for like the first 25 minutes. And I went to go convert because my Vegas would crash all the fucking time.
I hate that shit, bro. I hate that shit.
How are you going to pay for a service and the server's going to crash all the time?
I hope Adobe Premiere and all of Adobe just burns. I hope.
So I converted it into 30. I converted into 30 and I did something called replace media in Vegas. And what that does is it takes whatever I cut up and it replaces that file with a new file. Only thing that didn't occurred to me was the fact that because I did that and I already progressed past a save point, I locked in all of the audio that came from that conversion as well, which was now bumped 3 frames forward. So my sentences were starting late and getting cut off early.
That's horrible.
The entire video was like that.
That's horrible.
And I genuinely wanted to die. I wanted to explode. That was the worst. But eventually I learned about
We're in a
slipping.
really bad streak of technical issues, huh?
What's up with that?
Dude, I feel like the internet,
Yep.
what's it
Yep.
called? The
I've been saying
technology
this.
is degrading.
Go ahead, Grunk.
It's bad. Technology is getting worse and worse and worse, and nobody's
It's literally
really
one
paying
step
attention.
forward,
It's
Like-
getting worse and worse and worse, and you're paying more and more and more.
Yeah, and bro,
Yes.
like for example, this Battlefield beta, how you have to go into your BIOS, your
I'm gonna go use the
software of
bathroom.
your computer.
You guys talk about that real quick.
You have to go into the software of
Dude.
your computer and change some base shit that's deep within
I was
just to play the
actually-
game.
It's
Did
like
you
you
get
go
to
into
do
your
it,
BIOS.
Grunk?
I didn't
and-
do it because it needed me to get a product key to like change my BIOS, and it's like, what
Yeah.
the hell are we doing anymore?
Same. Dude, it was the same shit with me, bro. I felt like Squidward watching fucking
Yeah.
Larry run around and have fun outside, bro.
And what else? Just like there's just small things. If you pay attention, there's small little bugs and glitches and things that used to work all the time, and now they just don't work anymore. And it's like, okay, I'm gonna just step away from all this. Thank you very much.
And Key and Peele fired his whole team for not bidding the winning thing.
Huh?
Exactly, that happened too.
What?
What?
Mhm.
What?
Who knows
Yeah.
what he's talking about?
You don't know about that?
No.
I was just.
You're
I was just
agreeing with it.
Hold on. Mood switch.
he,
What did Key and Peele
whoops.
do?
I love how your
Firing.
monitor is all the way up there. Like,
oh yeah,
Yeah,
I'm all
like
the way up
Dr.
here.
Lupo looking at Twitch notice. Thank you.
Thanks.
Jordan Peele, yeah, he fired his team for not getting the bid on Weapons.
the movie.
Yeah, like
what?
He tried bidding to win for to be
So
able
he
to
could-
make,
So we
do
could make the movie?
Yeah, and
they never bid?
They
Fucking
they
idiots.
they
That's
didn't
what
fight.
I
They didn't
do.
fight for it. They didn't fight for it, and he fired them all because he was hella pissed.
And guess what?
Listen,
That movie's
wow.
95 golden tomatoes.
Listen,
Really?
Weapons was really great.
Opened $70 million worldwide
Yes,
on a
it's a
$38
really,
million
really
budget.
good movie. People really like it. But I'm going to be real. I think Jordan Peele behind that wheel would have been nuts,
Jordan
dude.
Peele
And
behind that wheel.
I don't know.
You don't think so?
I don't know. I feel like what they have
Wow,
right
it
now
did
is like
get
you
good.
really can't
Larry,
do
did you-
better.
I want to see
What?
this movie now. You just sold me. This was the best advertisement you could have.
You're welcome. Weapons is very, very good. Did you know Weapons was
I do not
was
have
like
weapons.
a bid, like for an adaptation of a movie, and Jordan Peele was responsible, or he was
and then he
supposed
fired
to,
his whole team.
and the team didn't bid. They didn't bid on it. That's crazy, bro. I didn't know that shit at all.
I'll read this right here. So it basically says that the script was really good. So he wanted to be the producer / executive producer for the movie.
Yeah.
The reason everyone talks about this so much is because it was indicative that Weapons would be a very good movie. The reason Peele was mad is likely because he knew this movie was going to do really well financially based off the script, and he would have gotten What a lot of people are here misunderstanding is that they weren't bidding for the rights to the script; they were bidding to the rights to produce the movie, and he got So.
Dude,
I think either way, it would have done really fucking well. And
Yeah,
he
I-
This
got
script
pissed.
was crazy.
Jordan Peele's like glow up into movie production is like super admirable, bro.
We're about to
He's-
see another one.
It's like
We're about to see another
JoJo's
one.
from YouTube to music.
Yeah, he's doing a football one, like a football arena
He
game
is?
or a movie. Yeah, he's doing a football
Joji?
movie.
Yeah. No,
Joji.
No. Jordan Peele.
Jordan
Jordan Peele.
Peele.
Oh, sorry.
Where did Joji come in?
I said Joji. I said Joji.
Oh. Yeah, there's.
Yeah, we're about to see Larry, bro. Larry, that's what Larry wants to do.
I want to see a movie named Larry.
Yeah,
I'll make an audio autobiography of myself. No, that is true. That is like speaking about like the progression of where I've been at and then where I've gone to. What the hell was
did you
that?
see that? We
Sorry,
just got
audio
jorked,
listeners.
bro.
There's a ghost on Isaac's screen that popped
No,
up.
wait,
That was
go
really
back.
weird.
That was
I wanna
that.
see it.
That
That was
got me.
really
It felt
freaky.
very
Wait,
provocative.
wait,
It felt
wait,
very
Go back. I want to see
provocative.
the ghost.
That was that 5 seconds or 10 seconds? Because it might
was
be a 10
10.
second. No way.
Dude, we're like
What?
dogs, and like we just saw a bird on the window, and now we're like staring at the window
Okay,
silently.
where is it though?
Where
Dude, was it
does
actually a haunted?
No, it
back-
was like a
go
fucking
back
hand
3
that
times.
popped up. It was like
3
faded
times,
to
3
Alan,
fucking
Alan
times.
Waker.
I
three
don't even give a
times. We
shit.
went back 3 times.
What is the
Alright.
problem?
Because yeah, watch
Sorry, there's
this.
a ghost that pops up.
It was a ghost that
Wait,
popped
he's on
up.
the right
it
side.
feels very
Watch.
sexual.
3, 2, 1, now.
He was just pausing it. Oh, he was blowing the water.
I can't believe that.
Bro.
I'm sorry, guys.
He did that transition so bad, though. I will not lie. That was
that fade was horrible. Here's some greens.
Thank you.
There you go. Perfect.
So sorry about that.
So
I totally sidetracked us with the whole Key and Peele thing.
Yeah, it's good.
Hey,
what was the
topic.
track before?
The track before was talking about technology, and then I don't even know why
And
he
how
brought that
bad it
up
was.
at all.
Oh, well, we were talking about how technology's been dog shit, and I'm
know why
praying.
the fuck he did that. No clue.
I'm
I don't know
praying.
what the segue.
Well, the segue. I don't remember, but
Yeah,
all I do
there
know
was.
is I hate Premiere Pro, and I'm praying that Adobe, all of Adobe goes under. I hope.
Oh, yeah, that's what he was saying. He was, yeah.
I literally hope that all of Adobe crashes and burns and they lose everything. Like I genuinely do, because like
Hallelujah.
not only
Honest
not
to God,
only do
if
they
that
charge
happens
it-
and then Affinity goes up,
Yeah, dude. I hope Skynet goes live.
okay.
I'll say that right now.
Skynet.
See, I do know though
What's
one thing
Skynet?
about
No, you know.
games. Like games right now are so bad because they're just trying to like quickly churn out a profit, right?
it's
So like they're
crazy.
making games
Dude,
that are half-assed.
that mindset on any field, no matter if it's games, if it's music, if it's YouTube, if it's any products like food, things like that, always it's a short term model.
That's why
'cause then
Rockstar's
after
on
a
top, baby. Rockstar's on top.
Now I'm wondering.
Exactly.
And I'm just
GTA
thinking.
says-
Hey, what's up, T?
I got to go pee now. If we're
You-
all
you-
doing
yeah, you
like
go
a
pee.
little
Yeah, go
rotation.
ahead. Go
I wanna
urinate, man.
Tackle this
Bring the
hypothetical.
skeleton in. Bring the skeleton in.
Do you think that all of this
Nah, go
criticism
pee.
towards the new age of games and movies and shit is just because we're at an age where we can conceptualize everything a little bit better than if we were 15? Like that is
What?
shaking. So
Wait, yeah, I look, you need to repeat.
I
what he
kind of
said
need
also.
you to say that. I was looking at
do
the
you
rocks.
think our age is playing into why we're so critical of things like
No.
the technology? And because
Well,
I'm not
no,
gonna
it
lie,
just
if I was,
naturally
I
used
feel
to
like-
work.
I feel like it went like this, Isaac, and then once we got to the age where like we were watching all the technology go and go and go, and now it started to plateau, and then it starts to like dip and tank. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
Pivot.
we grew with technology growing and being amazing.
well,
I feel like
and
it's a
now,
balance.
Now it's all Bitcoin, dude.
no,
It's
hold
just
on,
all
no,
Bitcoin
balance
and
you sound
AI.
old. You sound old.
But now it's just all AI.
Who cares if we
I
sound
know.
old? The
You sound
balance
old.
is
Hold on,
there was
hold
a
on,
there was
hold
a
on.
rock.
Hold on, just let me.
Are you
let
a
me-
defender of AI, Isaac?
Did
Did you actually
It's like
edit
the,
Last
it's just the
VC?
monkey and the lion.
monkey in the line? Yeah, and then the big smile.
Yeah.
We're older. We're old. You know,
But-
I can't imagine
Dude,
if
I'm
a new
22.
if a new
Dude,
phone came out. I don't know if a lot of us would buy it just because we're so accustomed
I
to like
will.
the iPhone and things like that. And we're sitting here and saying, oh, it's all fucking Chat GPT, AI, and Bitcoin and blah blah blah. Like our parents weren't
but-
saying that about the iPhone when
like,
it dropped.
Bitcoin
Well,
was around when we were like 12, right?
Not
Or
popular.
10 or whatever.
Not-
But either way, it was still around. It's just
Yeah.
old stuff still. It's like nothing really took over Bitcoin. It was a pre-existing technology, right? So like I'm just saying the technology has only gotten, from what I think, worse, unless, like, for example, like Nvidia, like with their graphics cards, bro, like
Two
why
guys
are they
left.
yeah.
Oh my god, where do they go? Oh my god, everyone! That's such a
Great
fun.
first podcast back, bro.
Go ahead.
Oh,
Yeah,
I was just
continue.
saying that, like, remember Nvidia always having like the issues where they were like withholding back the full potential of the graphics cards because they wanted to unlock them for like other graphics cards ahead. Like that's just so
It's like
stupid, dude.
slowly.
Yeah, they're tiering
push
it.
it
They're
up,
like
yeah.
it was like paywalling it in a sense.
I feel like
They
that
were
only kind of
bottlenecking.
works in like not things that are supposed to advances, but like say with music, for example, right? Like the Beatles did a slow transition into
go.
psychedelic instead of you know, they went from like their I love you, you love me, we love each other, la la la, to then like I'm really high right now, I'm so high right now. But they did it gradually, and they knew that they had to do it
I love
gradually.
those
But
songs.
technology, I mean, that shit's supposed to be like I
It's
don't
supposed-
know. It's
Yeah.
it's the holding back so that they can have a I don't know. It all seems very profit to me. It all seems very profit driven to me. Profit, all money.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
And then what do they use the money for? Cocaine and hookers. Like what?
True.
Like that's all it's worth. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all
Yeah.
it's for.
Dude, but my point
Banyards.
was flipping, like, things are just getting slower. Like, And maybe that's
I
just
think we're
because
due,
more
Grunk.
data is being applied to one thing that can't hold all the data, so it's starting to bug out. But like, say for example, my iPhone now, whenever I type in notes or just type in general, typing anything, blah blah blah, whenever I like double tap it to, of course it works when I show you, but like whenever I double tap to like
I'm not
select
crazy.
all of it,
I'm not crazy.
to select all of it, it like pauses for 5 seconds before it does that, and I can't do anything. I
Which
just
phone
sit
do you
there and
have?
wait.
That's because you have a
I have
5S,
the newest
bro.
one.
That makes no
The
sense.
newest freaking one.
Well, you got to buy the newest.
Yeah,
It's 'cause you got a
fix this
4C,
problem.
bro.
It's just
Come on,
like,
bro.
Oh my god! And like my car, for example, the Bluetooth just stopped working. Really, like I could still connect my phone, but then I can't skip with the buttons. I have to skip on my actual phone, which is a
Quality of
hazard.
things genuinely got worse.
yeah,
like the
like by
quality
a
of things
lot.
100% did.
By a
They don't
lot.
make them like they used to,
They
right?
don't. See, and maybe
can't
Isaac,
even
that does
happen.
play into your take about us getting older because we have more that better quality to compare it to the shittier quality. But you can't deny it is shittier quality.
And full of chemicals.
There are a lot
Everything
of
is full of chemicals.
negative and positive things that have come from like the past 10 years in terms of like tech, but I mean,
I think that's just why we
it's
don't
the
care
circle.
anymore,
It's the
Isaac.
circle of life is like you're young and impressionable and you're witnessing everything and it's really fucking cool at first. And you get accustomed to it and it gets normal and then something else comes and you're like, what the fuck?
I think we're due. I think we're due for a renaissance. I think we're due for
I think
another
Y2K
creative.
is actually going to happen now.
I do
think it was like
yes. I think GTA 6 is going to be the incursion of the new renaissance.
The cusp. It's gonna be Martin Luther,
Martin, tell me about that.
GTA is
the
gonna be
guy
Martin
who like
Luther.
he did something with the church.
He had a dream. That's what he said he had.
No, wrong Martin Luther.
That's MLK. Jay.
Wait, there's
You're
more than
missing
one
the
Martin
king.
Luther?
Yeah,
was Martin
famous
Luther King Jr.,
German
dude.
priest theologist. Luther was a seminal figure of the Protestant
Oh, that's why he
Reformation
was junior. Yeah.
and the basis of Lutheranism. Lutheranism.
Oh, Lutheranism. Oh
Lutheranism.
my God, Lutheran.
Luther's
Luther.
kind of the
Lutheran.
hardest name you can have. Like
he helped
Luther is
birth
so
the
cool.
Reformation.
I don't even
What's
know what
that?
Lutheranism
No, you know
means.
what's a hard ass name? Wolfgang. That's a real name.
Wolfgang is a
Wolfgang.
fire.
Sorry.
Dang.
It's like a German
Yep.
name,
You
I
got
think.
Wolfgang on
It is a
piece
German
of
name.
plastic for ID. That's so hard, bro.
Wolfgang.
What
I
was this
changed my first name
podcast
to
about?
Psycho.
It was
Oh,
about
our return.
Everything
It was about
cast.
our return.
It's a fucking everything podcast. I was gonna bring up the whole editing thing, the progression, because me taking on editing and like kind of staying like not staying away, but like sort of shifting focus from streaming to editing was like a very kind of it happened in the spur of the moment for me, at least the way I envision it or like the way I remember it, because it started with I remember when we did the lean drop. This was like 2 years ago now. Okay, so we're kind of going really back on the timeline here.
October
We
23.
did lean drop, and that was around the time when we got the call of like doing it during the weekend, and it was like Thursday, I think. And so we had like 2 days to edit like the vlog, the music video.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah. I
we didn't
remember
even
that.
finish the song by that point. By the way, we were in Vegas and we hadn't even finished the song. We still had like lyrics or something to do. I forget what it was for the lean. I think that's what it was. And like there was just so much shit. And I remember that editing, like just trying to fucking finish it so that we get it on the drop so that like the website goes live and then the videos go live at the same time and everything like that. And then shortly after that, I started kind of like tackling on this project, which let me pull out real quick.
Whoa.
I have this notebook here. It's called the editing era.
It's called the Death Note.
And this
is a death
notebook, this notebook I use to basically learn everything I kind of know now about cameras and like how they work and like the internals and everything like that. Because we already had cameras, but I don't think any of us knew how to actually use them. So I took the time because I had an idea for the group channel, which ended up being the food challenge video that was originally supposed to be a Thanksgiving special. But it took me 4 months to finish that video. So it dropped in February, and it ended up just being like a food thing. But
It was
I have here
February.
a mapped out of the dining room,
my
and then
God,
the
what the
lighting and the
fuck?
equipment. I have the pricing of all the equipment we bought for it and how much it costed. I had fucking all the equipment we needed, how everything we have works,
It's like
like the
Da Vinci.
C-stand and everything like that. Like how does the
You're going to
C-stand
start
work?
the new
And-
renaissance, Larry. I think that's going to be you.
Dude, it was like so much fun going through this though. It's like how to expose, how to meter, how to like make sure like what are the settings, what are the formats. Dude, and then this is like the worst of it all, and this is so unnecessary. I was concerned that the files were too big, so I noted down like all of the time, like how long each footage was and how much space I needed, and then I added them all, and I needed to free up 673 gigabytes, almost a terabyte for that video. And then I was like, I noted down like what do we need to buy for the next video, because I had another idea, and then like the shots, what shots do we take, and like how do I do it, what's gonna be the process, how to use DaVinci, like media, like the cut,
this
the
was
edit
when?
fusion.
So when was this? This was back
in 2023 December.
Right.
This is
So
December
you were basically taking all that knowledge that you were learning slowly, even while we were making videos.
Yeah.
And then when we ended up going on like some sort of, I don't want to say the term is hiatus, but we just went into hibernation for a little bit. You were taking those and you were like building on them. Like you had a foundation, and then you started doing.
What happened was that towards the end of 2023 was a big period for me, because that was when I got the MacBook, which ended up it's still my editing like hub, my editing. I mean, that whole section behind me right there is all based around the MacBook that I bought back then. And that thing, I maxed that shit out, and then I bought it, and I was like the best purchase of my life. And that ended up spurring into me editing for. I think I did your ad. That was the first time I used DaVinci. Was your ad for the hoodie?
Yeah.
I edited that, and then after that, I did the Thanksgiving video, and I learned a lot from that. And then around the time when I was editing the Thanksgiving video or the food challenge video, I started editing the podcast as well. So I was doing like the weekly podcast. I was working on this, and then that started like spiraling into then like when we started doing the group channel, like the IRL shit. I was helping with like since I already taught myself how the cameras worked and how to like format everything. I was setting up the cameras, I was doing all that preparation. I was sending them out. I was helping the editors with like whatever they needed and like things like that. So 2024 for me was really just a bit, because that was also like me slowly getting away from streaming and more into just like music. Like that's when I bought all my keyboards and shit like that.
Question.
Yes.
I know we've talked about it before, but I don't know if it's like, I don't know if I have the true answer to it. Were you just like not enjoying it anymore? Did your like creative passion for streaming kind of like did it shift and you wanted to explore something else?
I wanted to like, because I've always wanted to do really big streams and
like high production
I didn't know
stuff.
how to like setting up multiple cameras, setting up like I had to like, do it, and like the whole production. When we first moved to Austin, I had this big camping video in our media room that I wanted to do, and it was requiring like different camera angles. It was requiring like suits that we were gonna wear and like all these things, camping gear that we're gonna have in the house. Tanner was gonna
pretend to be Bigfoot.
Yeah. We're gonna have a giant
I wanted to be Bigfoot so bad.
Yeah, and like a fake fire in the middle that was gonna be like it was an LED that had it was like a red and orange LED, and you had this like fan blowing this like fake fire in the middle because it was like all inside the house and like all these things. And so I always had it in my mind that I wanted to do like big streams like that, but I just didn't know how to execute it. And I've asked people like how to do it and things like that. So like I learned from that, but I've always had this thing, like even when I was in high school, and I was always scared about dependency on like, what if I want to do this, but I don't have anyone around me to help me? Like, how do I figure it out and still manage to do it? And so that, I mean, like I said, that was always in me. Like even in high school, like what if I couldn't cheat off of somebody though? Then what? Do I fucking fail? Do I fuck up? And then it gets you to think about like, okay, well, what's the point of learning it? And like, what does it help us with? And I just started like asking all these questions to myself. And I brought that experience in high school to now with this work. Cause this whole work was like really like, I mean, for a lot of us, it was very sporadic too. Like, I mean, we didn't really plan to grow and as where we are now, you know what I mean? Like we didn't really plan to be like this, but it's one of those things where it happens. And in my mind, I'm like, okay, let me like try and make the best out of it. And so with streaming, I wanted to create that, but I also knew that I wanted to do like videos that are going to be like, super cool and whatever. And like I had all these ideas. And so it was really just a lot of like, how do I achieve it? How do I do it? So answering those questions led me into researching a lot, which led me into like this whole journaling shit. And then like,
you were
led me down the rabbit hole
like,
of cameras. And then I got into cameras, and then I was like, oh my God, these are like, this is so cool. Like I know why people, do photography and like the deep rabbit hole that goes down. And then like just so many things. And it all happened really like in 2024, because 2023 was a lot of like, I don't know. I didn't know a lot of shit, but I was just having like, I was trying to learn it. I was trying to, but I didn't really have the application to do it or whatever. Like I wasn't really applying it to much anything.
Right.
And so 2024, I took that as the year of, because we were doing the group channel, like I said, doing the podcast. So I was like, how do I make the podcast just a little bit better with the IRL, right? I tried with like the triple cameras, the color grade kind of, which sucks sometimes. And I realized that, but I mean, you live and you learn, like it's whatever.
It was eating up your time, bro. It was like doing all of those.
But it was time well spent in my opinion, because that taught me a lot. Like every experience that I've had with all the work that I've put into shit, it teaches me. And that is like experience that I value very much.
And like at the end of the day, and everything that you do in life, like that's that's the goal. The goal is to learn, right?
To learn and build,
you build on it, and you have that
language.
foundation, and like fast tracking through a lot of the stuff that you have, I guess, committed your time to. Because again, like I want to reiterate to like everyone. I know that we were kind of gone for a long time and like doing our own things, but even for my own sake, like I was doing things behind the scenes that I at this point, I'm just going to talk about it because it took way too long to fucking have happen. Like it's so many problems, bro.
One of the biggest projects I think any of us have ever tackled.
Exactly. Yeah. So like I'm just trying to like reiterate that like you weren't sitting around and doing nothing. Like that last group gaming video was like proof of it. Like, you were building on that, and it's like great to see because like, even Tanner was working on himself, like in any way, shape or form. Like we're all working on ourselves, but, even like Grunk, for example, bro, like Grunk's in his junior year of college now, like, and I know Isaac was spending fucking 7 months on that video where we're not going to talk about it now, but like, that's like huge shit, bro. Like Isaac, in my opinion, like outdid himself on that last video. That like when I watched part 1, I was like, I remember Grunk and I were sitting on the plane together. We both had our laptops out, and like we both timed it. Yeah, there was a picture of it. Yeah, and we were just watching it. And I didn't even get to watch part 2, but I was like, dude, if that's part 1, I'm glad that there's a part 2 because like my brain needed to like. I needed a lot of people break.
Didn't see the vision. Even I had the vision when I watched part 1 full review. I was like, holy fuck! Like, should I just do it? And then I ended up doing it. Split it into 2 parts. It was too much.
Yeah. Even I didn't see the vision at one point. I was like, well, Isaac, you're going to piss a lot of people off. and like what happened?
Well, it did. I mean, but that was to be expected. I think the way we're thinking about a lot of things right now, at least I know I am with like a lot of the shit that we're doing right now, is the looking back. It's kind of like the long term and what's worth putting in effort into, and then what's worth like just having fun with and things like that. Because like these gaming channel, or like this gaming channel, for example, it's a gaming channel. It's just us playing games. But for me, it could be so much the more, challenge bro. Of just like having to do music for it, or like just for like a fucking, Nick was telling me this. He was like, dude, you're doing this much work for a stick fight video.
And I kind of laughed about it because I was like, because it's stick fight.
It's a stick fight video, and I'm like putting in all this effort, and it's like, for me, I'm like, because when I'm gonna work on like a really fucking big project, like if at some point in my life I work on a fucking movie, that all the efforts and times that I put in, it's gonna, that's gonna. It's going to reflect with that.
See, the thing is, not a lot of people keep that mental, because a lot of people gauge what's worth their time and what's not worth their time and what to put it into. So like my mental was like, well, it's stick fight, right? So like, although my value of what the video could be worth for what it's needed for editing, you decided to still be like, well, listen, even though it may be a lesser in the hierarchy of like a grand video, you still wanted it to be something. You still wanted the production to still be there, which the only trade-off I will ever say is that like if that is something to be committed to, it has to be like time efficient. Like that was always my thing. You know, it's like it always just has to make sense. Like dumping 6 months into a stick fight video. Not saying you did that. I'm just saying dumping 6 months. You know what I mean? Crazy. But like if you did, for example, I would be like, well, I don't know if it's kind of worth it.
Yeah, and you're absolutely right. The way I'm thinking about it right now is like because I'm 22 and I always wanted to use like this year, like my early 20s, as a way to develop not just my skill. Like it's like a developing stage because I feel more conscious, like more aware now more than ever in my fucking life. Because I was thinking about like, what the fuck was I even thinking when I was in high school? Because I don't even remember what I was thinking about when I was in high school or even like, you know, I don't know. It's just crazy because like that's one of the things that has changed a lot of my life. It's just like the way I think about myself and the work and all the efforts that I'm putting in. It's like I feel really fucking connected to me putting all this effort into shit because it just feels right. Like that's the big thing for me. It's like it feels right and it feels good. And it's also great just to be able to like put out real like effort into something that is just like for our friend groups. And I love the fact that right now we're like in this era of doing things all in house. Even though the trade-off for that is the fact that like things would take a little bit longer than it normally would be with other editors and things like that. But the trade-off is just like having it in house, having it to where like we control and we know what's going on too. Like sometimes when you have an editor, some of the reliance can be like a little off, or sometimes you're not sure where it's at. Or, it's just like there's this thing. And I always had this fear when I'm working where it's like, I don't know, when it's like not in my hands, I'm like, okay, what can happen with it? I don't know what can happen with it. Or I don't know what's going on. So I don't know, just knowing what's going on with it, knowing like what I'm doing to it and knowing what I'm trying to do to it, it always helped me out. And it's also just fun. Like it's a lot of fun just trying to put it together and then seeing it finally all put together and you're like, holy shit. And then, with that stick fight video, a lot of that time was spent on shit that I ended up just removing, but I learned from that shit. I was like, okay, I realize now maybe I shouldn't do this in the future so that I don't waste my time in the future doing, just shit that wasn't working out.
Compounding.
It's compounding. It's all compounding.
Can I tell you something about you that I could just tell, like that you're not bullshitting? We've had several conversations about this, right? And the fact that you're so passionate about it, right? Like it's evident, like every single time, like you like glow up when you want to talk about all this stuff. In my opinion. Great. So it's like, it's crazy because like even when we make like videos and stuff like that, like you seem excited to make videos, but like the way that you're just even talking about all of the production, all of the editing, all of like the knowledge that you've retained and that you're basically a sponge for, right? Because like you've basically helped. Isaac, did Larry teach you or help teach you with Photoshop?
A little bit. You mostly learned you're on your own. There was one or two things that
there was one singular thing that he came in and taught me, and it was the fucking control clicking to mask out things that were affected by a smart layer, isolating them, duplicating them, and isolating them again in order to get it as a PNG rather than
Didn't
a baked.
Tanner just learn Control C?
Yeah, dude, I don't use like I don't use Photoshop. Dude, I don't use computers like that, dude.
Tanner and I are we're in the middle of this is a master class. I'm bringing him down the Paint.net master class. We're learning about
I learned how to do Paint.net and I was really proud of myself because learning stuff for me is like impossible.
Yeah, it's a lot, dude, especially if you're at like ground zero with the keybinds too.
It's nerve-wracking. I know for sure, dude. Like
keybinds will save your ish, bro. Viewers at home.
Well, because I'd be like overanalyzing stuff and I overthink things. I'm
dude,
like,
that's always how it is. That no matter what level or criteria you are, and like whatever the fuck, things are always going to seem bigger than they are.
Yeah, until you fucking tackle it.
Until you reach that point, and then it's like,
then you're like, whoa, that was like a small step.
And then everyone's like telling you like, damn, you're doing something so crazy. And you're like, no, it's not really that crazy. I could see how it is, but it's not as insane. But it's just because you're at that point. You're like at that perspective. But things are always going to seem like a fucking canyon height
Big
level
old mountain
shit.
to climb up.
Especially with streaming for me. It's like I overanalyze every idea I do. I think about too much of what I'm going to say at the beginning of the stream. Like I literally have a script in my head that I go like, what should I say? And then when I go to stream, I'm like, I forget all of that.
Right.
And then I don't even do anything I said. And I'm just like, oh dude. And I blame ADHD and like anxiety and all that stuff that happens.
Yeah.
Definitely a mixture of both of those.
And I stopped pretty much streaming because I got burnt out of over criticizing myself and
you hate,
analyzing
because every time you would stream, you would have to face that feeling again, like over and over of that pressure.
Like, all right, am I going to mess up? Am I going to say something right? Am I going to like stop talking at this point of the stream and be boring? Like,
dude, that feeling of like whenever I would always put on a YouTube video and be like, damn, are they bored right now? Hang on.
Yeah, I don't think one person likes this. I gotta change it. I gotta change this.
Not one person is enjoying this.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know. Is Chad? Are you guys on?
Hello.
Hello, guys. Hello, Chad. Please.
You know what's crazy talking about like that whole anxiety and stuff? I recently hung out with Chewy and we were playing DayZ, and I told Chewy that people still ask about him. Like people like, audience members and stuff like that. They're always asking about him. And he like didn't believe me like at all. Like if you made it this far into the podcast, if you remember Chewy, can you just like tell Chewy like in the comments section, say that you miss Chewy.
Hi Chewy.
Slide him a good word.
I told him, I was like, man, people miss you so much, bro. People ask about you, where you've been. Like we still talk, He just does his own thing in real life now. But it's like that overthinking, like of the, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, when I saw the one of your guys' first videos was like Discord Jeopardy, I thought Chewy was the funniest MF.
No, yeah, dude.
I'm telling you, bro.
Absolutely.
Mans is so funny. Bro, that was
really fucking funny.
That was back when Isaac was more of the butt of the joke than anyone else, bro.
Yo.
Isaac, remember fucking Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader, Larry? And
yeah.
And Isaac was like, I'm going up against a fifth grader. All right. And then you were like, wait, no, Isaac, I'm on your team. And he's like, oh, wait, yeah.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god.
It's
nuts.
It was hieroglyphics, and Isaac was like, no wingdings. Remember that shit?
Yes, bro. Yes.
Classic, bro.
That is classic.
Classic.
That's where it all started. Grunk.
That's where it all began.
Yep.
Dude,
Wait, yeah, Grunk, did you reach out because you knew of our videos? Like, whose videos did you watch?
Yours. I'm pretty sure. And dude, it's so funny. The whole reason I'm on the internet was never to get views or money or fame. It was just to be friends with people I watched. I'm probably the most parasocial viewer there ever was, frankly.
You got so parasocial, you got invited to the group.
Yeah. So you parasocial viewers out there, keep pushing. Keep pushing.
You will make it.
You will make it.
You will join.
Join the group.
Oh my god! Because that's like the whole reason.
It fucking worked.
I feel like I've told this story. I told this on stream one time, like a while back, just like how I got on Discord servers and I would befriend the people that were friends with content creators, and then I'd wait for the creator to join the VC and try to make a good impression, and then then it got me to here, so like, which is crazy.
I think
it fucking worked.
A lot of people do that. I mean, that's super normal, man.
It is, because like, bro, I feel like a lot of our viewers just kind of, I see that, I'll hop in VCs with Nick sometimes, and it's just like, damn, I just see myself in you, it's like, that's
there are times where like you get the interactions where they're trying to make that impression of like trying to make you laugh.
You can tell they're kind of not being who they really are, which is like, that's fine. We've all been there.
It's fine, you notice it. The line I draw is when you try and fucking pizza bomb us, or when you try and find out where the fuck we live.
Line,
Because the line is not funny at that point, it's not adorable anymore. It's that I'm going to tell the police officer that's where you live.
It's not you.
It's weird. Yeah.
It's not you.
That's not you.
That's not
That's really
you.
not you.
Really
Stop
you.
trying. Stop.
Dude, holy cow. That was like, yeah, that was crazy. That whole segment of the internet, that like June 2023 specifically, that was probably the most
lame.
The lamest time there
around
ever
the time
was.
when you
say
had
horrible
to you had to post that that video on your vlog channel, and then it did like the lowest views,
The least viewed video.
the least viewed video.
Yeah, we need to have a talk, and it's
And
the
it was
least
just-
viewed video of me telling people to fuck off and stop being weird, and that yeah, you're fucking weird. Please, like, stop looking at me like I'm, you know what I mean, like your friend. And they're just like, that's not me. Oh yeah, I fully support this guy, but he's not talking about me. It's like, brother, you are so not self-aware. It's insane. And like, I'm kind of like glad about like the whole like the hiatus for a little bit, because hopefully it gave some time for growth.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
I think it definitely
I don't
did.
even want it to be
you
like
would
they
not,
went and
Grunk.
they went somewhere else, bro.
On the podcast.
I don't know. It's kind of funny, I think,
is a
because
little-
it's funny you said you hope they've grown, and I can attest. At least one of them definitely did, because it's like you. I know you're watching right now. I hate giving you attention, but like you taught us all some. No, you didn't teach us anything. You learned yourself, you dummy.
You did.
But like,
And we all know who they are.
Yeah.
But like, we know who they are. It's not just their online name.
We know who they are. But yeah, because I posted a picture.
I was muted. I'm sorry.
Watching you navigate this, it's just like you're looking at all the
it's so
roads you
funny.
could go down.
Yeah, because it's like, damn, what do I want to say? But this person, classic longtime doxer, longtime
annoying pest,
antagonist.
long time annoying person.
annoying ass pest.
bug.
Literally,
Classic.
I posted a picture on my story and tagged my friend, and they stood up and were like, why are you making it so easy to like dox yourself now? I had to work so hard to find all your shit. And then what did I say?
God.
I forget what I said.
Did you say you're oversaturating the market?
Oh yeah. I told them I was oversaturating the market because I thought it would be funny to fuck with them a little bit. And then believe it or not, they replied and said with this long paragraph of how they've reformed and changed their ways, and they were sorry for what they did. And it's like, all right then.
Because they think they have like no repercussions, but
Yeah,
if
like,
you point them out, they're gonna like
believe me.
fold.
Yeah, bro,
Believe
it's so
me,
crazy.
yeah.
As soon as you
It's like a
give them
flashlight on a
direct
bug. It's
attention,
Oh, Yeah,
it's like
I'm sorry, like all right.
yeah,
Flashlight.
instantly fold. And yeah, so that's funny. But you guys suck. And you really
Yeah.
you tanked
A
our
lot of-
morale for a bit.
I'll say this: a lot of you guys killed my passion for a living. Pretty
Yeah.
much, I will
Which
say
is-
that.
Shout out you
For a
guys.
living. Yeah.
You
like,
guys are
just for
so
living
weird.
life.
You're
That
so
is a,
weird.
Yeah.
I'll be honest though. I'll be honest. I had a little bit of fun because I found out who these people were.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean,
yeah.
It was fun reverse investigating, like working backwards
Yeah.
to find people.
Yeah, by
And
the
it's like,
way, I just
dude,
want to
holy
say,
cow,
I want
it
to
gets
say this.
deep, you guys.
Yeah,
all
it does.
it would have taken was one tweet and they would have gone private.
Yeah, I
That's
just,
the
I just want to be
craziest
real.
part. Like,
If you're like in that community and you're actively doing that, and you have the fucking balls to call one of these the cell phone numbers you find online, don't do that unless you're willing to like get found
Start a
out,
war,
because that's just.
it's
Do you think
Look, it's
calling
just
a
so-
number?
it's just so like, bro, this was not the way it was like previous to COVID. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like when I first blew up, what happened to the environment and the audience of people who just like, you'd see some shit, or you'd like a creator, you'd like them, and you'd subscribe to them, but you don't go and think about like everything personally in their life, bro. Like that is just like the weirdest shit, and that is obviously the definition of the parasocial stuff.
Yeah.
But
I wonder how Big Time Rush had it.
Probably horribly.
Justin
bad.
Bieber.
Justin
Cut for Bieber?
Justin
my
Bieber, don't even get
God.
started, bro.
Fucking
That
Bieber.
kid got
Oh my
dragged.
God.
Yeah,
Justin
that's bad.
Bieber, dude. I don't know how that man's still alive, but bless
Eminem.
that Bieber
Eminem
heart.
had it so bad he made a song about it, bro.
He did. He invented a name.
Stan.
Stan.
Oh my God, you're fucking right. Yeah, that's
Wow.
nuts, man. It's nuts.
Well, I can't
That's
even
crazy,
imagine about like the K-pop groups.
oh
Yeah,
my
too.
God,
That
that
too.
too. Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift.
Say it. Just say what's on your mind.
No. I mean, I just saw some, like, I'm on like all four corners of the internet, and there's the occasional like thing I don't fuck with, and this thing was K-pop. I'll be real, I don't fuck with it enough.
Why
to,
don't you?
I just don't. I just I don't know.
Like
But
that was
is
like
that
the
your
fucking
thing?
Kai
No,
Cenat
this-
gif.
No,
Hey,
no, no.
Aiden.
this tweet that I
don't you
saw
take me
on
on
my
a date?
timeline, dude, it was just like that. It was like these people were dead ass freaking the fuck out over the most minimal nothing burger thing I've ever seen. And people were agreeing in the comments. This shit had over 100K likes. Like genuinely, there is this culture of just viewership and obsession over people that gets so poisonous to a point where you are moved to a certain mood over something so insignificant that it shouldn't even bug you.
It's just lame ass behavior, bro. It's lame behavior, bro.
Call me odd, but it's always like if this wasn't my job, I think I would be in school to study like what happens, because this feels like a new era of like human brain.
This is a psychological
we're in the stage right now where we're seeing what's happening, but we haven't like fully studied it to have like terminology,
longitudinal data.
Yeah, like have a bunch of like things and topics on it.
I have a hunch.
COVID did an insane amount of irreparable damage to people and how they interact and socialize, and they internalize.
You say COVID?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
COVID did, COVID did.
Because staying like starving people of their social interactions, and like going to school, seeing people like
those Zoom calls.
Fucked me up, and I was a grown ass adult, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I felt like I lost a piece of like how I could socially interact. I started stuttering in like life. Like I just having conversations.
What the fuck? You stuttered? Like, what actually the fuck, man? Come on, bro.
Learn what to say before you say it.
Dude,
you're fine.
It's like my brain has racing thoughts and my mouth can't keep up.
Yeah, that's not a problem though. Like stuttering and stuff like that. That's what I was trying to get at.
Though,
but like I feel like my mental, it's just degraded. Like something, I feel like I have rust in my brain. Dude, my brain is metal and it's just rusting.
I low-key got hyped when COVID happened because I was already like, I was already
2 weeks, bro. 2 weeks we were out of school for.
No, dude. I remember I was telling my friends, I was like, how long do y'all think it's gonna go on for? They're like tops like 2 weeks. We're like, all right, bet.
Yeah.
And then
gaming for
and then
2
COVID
weeks,
happened, and then Among Us happened. I was like,
Among Us,
Dude,
Among
Us, Crossing,
Corpse.
I had so much fun over COVID. I was peaking. That was also, dude,
that was around the time when I remember. This is so funny. I remember I was streaming Bed Wars all the fucking time during that time,
dude. And
then
I would tap in,
dude. And then whenever we got back to school and like we were doing online shit, I was so deep, like fucking balls deep, in like streaming Bed Wars all the time that my school started. Like I was top of my class, and then it went like so far down
because you was top of the lobby, boy.
Because I was top of the lobby.
You was top of that lobby.
And like, dude, I remember my brother got a phone call from my school because he was like my first emergency contact, and they told him, they're like, hey, you know, he's like, I don't know what the fuck happened, but check up on him because he went from to boom. And so and the fact that my brother got the phone call, because I'm like, I love my brother, but he scares the shit out of me because he's like the one who bust my ass for like basically I'm the youngest in my family, or like in my it's my two siblings are older than me, so I'm the youngest. And while my parents, they flower me and they shower me with like, it's fine, he could do that. My brother's not giving me that bullshit, and he puts me to work, and he was the one who would put me into like cutting the lawn, and he was the one who would put me into working with him so that I'm not just playing games all day. So I was always scared of him, but he got a phone call that I was not doing well in school, and then we started having this talk. But yeah, then COVID happened, and then I was like, guys, I'm working and I'm doing really well and I'm earning money and I'm playing games and all these things, and then I somehow convinced the school to let me go with it, to let me graduate.
Wow.
And because I was already doing well, so they were like, you have enough credits, you can do it, fuck it. And then that was that.
And the rest is history.
And then the rest was fucking, and it's still written in history. It's still being written down. But no, that was like, COVID for sure was exciting at first, but we're kind of experiencing the long-term effects of that and stan culture and like,
it's a shame, honestly, because like I feel like
you're just not happy. I just know you're not happy.
Fun. It's not fun interacting with.
Dude, there's nothing fucking fun about involving and jumping deep into someone else's life through a screen. Like
it's like they're trying to distract themselves from their own life, and they're like really sad.
Yeah, bro. But
exactly.
I know people can have some bad decks dealt to them, but like, bro, ask for a reshuffle, force the reshuffle. Like you can do, you don't have to.
It's like these freaking. Most of the time, it's these young children, these like 12 to 14-year-olds that are just
that are essentially
so
inviting
lost.
themselves into doing things that should be punishable as an adult sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you gonna
Some
fuck your
crazy
shit
things.
up? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Also,
Yeah.
dude, you know, it scares me as like we get older and then, you know, at some point in our lives, you know, we become parents and it's like, how do I, because you try, and you know, what's interesting is like, I'm hearing my both of my siblings talk about it. Like they have kids at ages that are like really young, like just entering like school. So they're being exposed to that world. And then like teenagers. So it's like, I'm learning through their vision or through their lens of how it's like really hard. Cause even if you try and take away their phones, they get exposed through school like a kid.
Yeah.
Cause I remember when I was in school as well, and fucking, you know, at the cafeteria early in the morning, everyone's like waiting for school to start. You're waiting in the cafeteria and then kids will show you like shit.
Yeah.
And like, you know,
Here's gore.
like
bro, that's how I found out that Santa wasn't real, bro.
Here's
That's how I found out Santa wasn't
Here's
real.
2 girls, 1 cup, and you're like, what the hell is
ass.
happening? And this is actually a thing in the world, and like,
Yeah.
your world
Yeah, your
becomes
little
such
bubble
a
gets popped.
yeah, exactly, because you're in a small pocket, and that's what your world is, and then it just becomes this like almost like an alien. You're like, what the like, what am I actually living in? Like, what is this weird,
bro?
It's crazy because that shit is ingrained in you.
And so,
because you're
but
such a young
that
age.
is now 10x now.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, I had a friend when I was in high school still, I had a friend who was trying to get into education. Like their whole degree was going to be education and they wanted to be a teacher. And so one of the things you do is you work with kind of like a substitute in a way, or like a teacher helper. So he was working with ages, I think it was like 5 to 8. And so it was like around like kindergarten to like 3rd grade or something like that. And he was telling me that like there's some kids who are like, dude, they're like 6, 5 years old. And this was back then. This was like back when I was, you know, so it's crazy that it's like so much even more now. But like he was telling me like, you know, 5, 6-year-olds are asking him if he's like a top or a bottom. And it's like, what
the
are
fuck?
they
No,
like
yeah,
being
that's
exposed to? And then he tells me, he's like, you know, I hear it a lot. It's like their brother, their older brother, their older sister are, what happened?
He just got breaking news.
We've been where Isaac is walking right now.
No.
I swear.
No.
Yes,
I swear,
Isaac is walking.
Oh my god, that's the bar we went to.
Yeah,
That we
this is Piss
literally were
Alley.
there.
We
I'm
were-
so sorry. I recognized that place instantly because if Isaac goes back, go back like 30
Wait, I have
seconds.
photos of, okay, sorry.
I
okay,
took an Uber on that road. I took back more, Isaac.
For the listeners,
I think that
for
was
the
the
listeners,
bar.
for the listeners, there was footage of Japan, like there's just walking that Isaac has, and currently there's an alley they're walking down, and we've been in this alley before. And they're just trying to
I've been
find
in
it
this
right
alley
now.
before.
Isaac, go back.
alley
How back?
Like 50 seconds.
I went back so far.
Right there,
already.
right there. That's where I took my Uber. Right there. I
Oh
called my
my
Uber right
God.
there. I
Right there.
swear.
Right
This
there.
is when we
Yeah,
were
that's
there.
exactly it.
Oh wait, that's this. Is that the one with the
sign?
horror? Yeah, that's the death one. That's the one
it.
where they had a horror movie. They had a horror movie.
We
playing
stood
outside.
right there.
Movies.
It was like a horror movie themed bar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember that shit.
I love if I show like
And then
New
the-
York City, like walking, you would never say that. You
Yeah.
would never interject.
I'm so sorry.
And be like,
I want to formally apologize for cutting off Larry and the whole conversation. I just saw that and that was wicked.
No, yeah,
I
it
can
was
believe that
wicked.
because that's
It was
like
like a
across the
neuron.
world,
That was
you know?
neuron popping
that was
off.
wicked. Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
just
no.
like I saw that shit and I was like,
That brought
what
me
the
back to
doink?
good memories.
Oh, Japan.
Yeah, and then remember they like invited Schlatten and not us.
Yeah, that was.
No,
that
they
was-
invited.
that
I was in there.
No, they
I
just
didn't
had a
get my
drink.
shot on.
And then I
Yeah,
had to, like,
there was
pay for my
one
own
guy
drink.
that just like
Yeah.
invited Schlatt in, and I was like, "Oh, y'all gonna go in?"
Oh,
And it was like
out.
2 packed. Yeah, I was sad.
I was talking to a game dev, dude. That was really weird. There was a game dev there that was like visiting, and they were talking about, I don't know what game. It was like an indie dev, I think, or unless they were working for like a big company. But that was really cool. I was talking to them for a minute, but what I was getting at was just that basically the kids are exposed to way too much shit, way too
Yeah,
early,
it's
and
bad
it's really
news.
unfortunate. And it's like we don't know the adult consequences of that. Like, what is
I wonder
there?
if there's gonna be a change in like the law, like if
Right.
at some point, because like
Surely.
the age of like being 17 to 18, but the actions at what as someone that is under 18 still could commit and cause damage for.
It's like slowly happening. Like change is slowly happening. Like I don't know if you've seen. There's a lot of age verification shit that's been going on. Yeah, with IDs, a lot of age.
But even now, there's still little youngins on Roblox voice.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And right now, Roblox, like they're under fire for a lot of shit too. And it's like Roblox is not a safe place either for kids.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
it's just being overdone by like, and it's like also shame on those who are like doing that shit because it's like it's meant for
to
kids,
be a kids game.
And I don't know, and it's tough, man.
I think the weird thing is like the
internet.
17 and up lobbies are kind of crazy too.
Yeah,
like
and then I'm thinking about it too. I'm like, damn, like we really played a bar game in a Roblox game. And it's like, fuck, that's fucking.
Dude, I talked to there was like a 35-year-old in one of the bar games. I'm pretty sure.
Scary.
Like they were old.
Yeah.
It's scary.
I just watched a clip of this guy on VR chat that was 35, and like there was a person that was baiting them, and they were pretending to be like 17 or something like that, or 16.
Jeez.
And he's like, "Yeah, come here, give me a hug." And like they're like it was really bad. It was such a hard walk.
So you're not gonna give me a hug? So you're just gonna ignore me? You're not gonna give me a hug?
VR. I feel like VR chat started this all.
It's definitely an epicenter.
It was like that like anime VR like veiny hands, you got like the
like
six foot with a 7 foot sword.
Yeah, 7 foot.
Yeah, 6 foot with the
7 foot sword, and
I'm 6 foot with the 7 foot sword.
9-inch wide knuckles, and I don't know what that is. I just made that up.
Right? Yeah.
Boss Coffee spot.
9-inch. Shout out 9-inch wide knuckles.
Oh, he heard us.
Oh, you mean this?
Audio listeners, the guy walking just stopped walking and turned around to get a Boss Coffee in Japan.
He listened to Isaac.
I was like, wait, what?
I didn't get to talk about what I've been working on for a few months.
Please.
Almost an entire
expand on that. Because that is a huge thing.
Yeah, I took on a big project because I was like, well, I'm kind of lost in YouTube. I don't know what I want to do anymore. Vlogging, I'm tired of being the reason potentially why people are getting doxxed. And I'm genuinely like what Tanner said. It happened to me too.
And I remember that.
Like, I
remember that hurt you a lot. Like to have the innocence of like the vlog, because the vlogs were just like lucky go free, do whatever, record anything. Yep. But then it turned into like, I remember we were trying to record some videos, and you were like, you think like, is this background?
It cramped me, bro. It cramped me, bro. Like
you became very almost
enclosed.
Like,
I was enclosed. Like I had parameters. I couldn't point it at windows, stuff like that. So I was like, damn, like I get it, but I just don't want to deal with that. And I don't want people to have to deal with it too. So, and then also like, I didn't know this, and I was explaining this a little bit to Larry, and I just learned this about myself recently. Like, this is my vlog camera, and like this lens used to be huge. And like, this is the new camera that I bought to vlog. Remember in Japan when we found this and it was in the United States yet? Yeah. So like I was like, oh, I'm looking forward to getting this new camera, and it was better quality, everything. I wanted to like upgrade everything, but in upgrading everything came with a bigger lens, and like it was like it just shitty. It's like hard to like hold a camera this way, so that just cramped my style. And so I ended up going and getting a car to rebuild. Honestly, like I went on a car auction, I rented a warehouse, and I decided
that's what Santa Claus was talking about in last sleeve.
Yeah, that I thought that I would have out by then, and I did not, and I
For
still
all
don't.
that were wondering about that joke and why it was said, that's why.
Yeah. I bought a crash damaged car to rebuild for YouTube videos.
Stole someone's Christmas present, and
so wrong. Yeah, and it's still a pain in my ass, and it's still like very expensive. That I basically learned a very crazy lesson, and like I knew going into it was going to be hard to do, and like. I'm very
you also
fortunate.
knew it was something you wanted to try and do. Like you attempted to push an envelope like that, where it's like you were very forcing that. Yeah.
Yeah. Like my mental on it was like, well, okay, I don't know much about like rebuilding a car, but what I do know is that someone designed it, someone put it together, or someone designed the technology to put it together. It was done by a human. And so like, what's so hard about me using my resources to try and do the same? And I accomplished that, right? It's just like, it's taken a long time because there are other implications of doing it, and like the car has still some problems.
I mean, I don't know how much you want to get into it, because there is like big project, like that is a massive investment you did in like just the grand scope of it, I mean, is pretty, it's very ambitious, and it's very like, I'm very proud of you for like doing it and going through with it, because it is crazy. Even if it's like not, you know, entirely what you expected or what you wanted out of it, but like it's just insane.
I wanted to get into just making car videos, right? Like instead of like doing Discord much anymore, like doing vlogs, because I felt like the vlogs were just done at that point. I was going to make a car channel and I was going to do all that. And then obviously plans changed again, right? And so now, you know, I have that car and I'm still like, things change all the fucking time. Like that's just like my lessons. Like, dude, nothing fucking matters. Like Grunk says, nothing ever fucking happens.
Nothing ever matters.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens. And I just was like, yep. And then, so I'm still working on this car right now. It's almost done. And it's been very expensive, way more expensive than what I thought and what I was prepared to take on. So I am trying my best to quickly and efficiently get that done. It went from me taking this and making it into a series of rebuilding it and turning it into, well, fuck it, I will just do one giant video and it'd be like several hour long, encompassing. You can literally watch my weight loss journey over the last almost year. I got it in October. I got it. We're in August. September. Oh my God, it's been 10 months I've had this car. Holy shit.
Dude. And it's crazy because it doesn't feel like those are.
I kept on saying 8 months for like the past 4 months.
Yeah.
Yep.
2 months, I guess. Oh my gosh. Wow. You know when like you don't know the age of your grandma, so your grandma just stays like 80 for like 5 years? That's kind of how it feels. Like how old's grandma?
60,
like
68?
62? And she's like 62. Her 62nd birthday was 5 years ago, bro.
Yeah. She's like 93 now.
Yeah, so that's kind of like where I was at, and you know, obviously I'm bringing the vlogs back. Dude, all I give a fuck about is hanging out and having fun, man. We moved to Austin 3 years ago.
Yeah, just about.
And like, dude, we moved together to like make videos in person, right? Not do this online shit all the time. And like, so to some people, they might see that us going and reverting back to online podcasts is like reverting back in some way, taking a step back. But it's like, this is one of those things. This is comfort. This is a comfort thing. This is an ease thing. Yeah. This is something that like it makes more sense with Grunk's situation.
It feels good. Like, and that's been the thing. I've been following the feeling of like the gut, like the feeling of what feels good, what feels right, and like the way that I envision the future for now. Because I never picture like, even when shit goes bad, I'm like, dude, I'm not done with it. Like, it's not over. I'm not fucking done with it. I'm not done working on this shit. Like, I'm just going to continue on and like fucking do the things. And what I have in mind with the group, like just in general with the channels that we have and the quality and the production and what we get to experience, like recording these things and like the places we get to go to and things like that. Like, I still envision a very, very ambitious thing. And while right now it's a slow buildup, because like I said, I'm still learning these things. And the reason why, like right now, I don't have an editor is because like I want to get to a certain point where I've finalized in a way, like the style, or at least like the process that I do these videos. And because the gaming videos I approach differently from like in-person videos, because those are two different vibes, like two different paces, two different energies. And at some point I want to get to where when we get somebody to help us, like, you know, offload some of this like work, it's still going to be like very much so like quality insurance. Like, we're going to make sure like everything's good and to a T. I'm going to have to train folks with a lot of different things. And that in itself is a process that, you know, obviously takes time. But like right now we're keeping everything like in-house. Like I'm working on all these things to try and put them out. And we just want this, what we're trying to get back is a feeling. It's not just like, you know,
you give it like a group chat flair. Like,
exactly. Give it a touch that we understand and we feel is right, and it's better than chasing, you know, a number, chasing a certain growth or whatever and things like that. Because I do feel, and Isaac has always told me this, like you know, things follow when you put your fucking love and passion into it. Like, you know, shit, people just pick it up and they get it, and like, and I always feel great explaining it too, because like me going through this journey of like learning about editing, more beyond editing, it was like a lot about learning about myself as well. And I've still yet to apply things to like, let's say even like this obsession I have with learning, I want to apply it to like learning about like food, learning about my body, learning about like all that shit, like my health, and then get that up as well. Cause like right now, low key, I just eat just to fuel up my body so that I'm not tired. And that's it. Like, I don't really take great deal care of myself. At most, like I'm like up walking around every now and then. And that's that. So that I'm not just like, but I spend a lot of fucking time in this damn office. Like a lot of fucking time. And it's been my zen and my den and everything like that. But, at some point you have to focus on health and your body and what goes in your food and things like that. But what I was going to get at earlier is like me talking about it is also me inviting people to learn if they feel inclined to, like, and I'm always open to talk to anybody about, this shit, because it's just I learn from people talking about it. So I want to be able to talk about it as well so that other people learn from that. It's like a passing down the information, that type of deal, and sharing
for only $50 a month, you can sign
for
up
only
for Larry's course
on our Patreon.
Like,
I will be making it. No, but like,
sorry, couldn't help myself.
It is like that though. Sometimes it's kind of crazy. Sometimes I want to learn something, and they're like, okay, but you got to take an online course, and it's going to be $300 for 3 weeks. And I'm like, fucking A.
My intensive course comes
and it's going to be at 6 a.m. You got to be there or you get kicked out of the class, but I keep the money.
I see 10 grand. I'm saying, where's 20? That's what 20? I'm saying. Sign
plus
up
the
for
tax.
My
you know how the taxes be.
Make it 25 for the tax.
Make it 25 for the taxes.
Add a little sprinkle of 10 because I got to eat. Somebody's got to feed me and I got to eat. But like,
tell you guys the pandemic I started.
Yeah.
Huh?
I started a pandemic and I feel really bad for Willie because I started it all.
You fucking.
While I was away, while I was back in Washington,
the pandemic.
I was itching for just a hobby to do other than work out because I started
you had
liking
football.
working
You had
out
football
again.
for a minute.
I had football and then it went away and I was like, what else am I going to do now?
Mm-hmm.
And then I saw the humble collecting of Pokemon cards. I was like, oh, this looks kind of fun.
Wait. Sorry to interrupt you. Before that, you had mobile games. I don't know how.
Oh, yeah.
You were addicted to fucking.
No, this is really funny because I'd played Cookie Run Kingdom for like 6 months.
Oh my god. Oh my
And
god.
You were a top player.
I was top 500 in the world.
Oh my god!
I have the badge of top 500 still to prove it to.
Drop your meta cookies.
Wow.
What was the meta back then?
Oh my god.
It was Burning Spice cookie. It was Mystic Flower cookie. It was Wind Archer. It was
whatever
it was
that
the
means.
Thunderbolt. Yeah, no, it was. I had meta. I pretty much looked up what meta was, and I grinded to get those cookies so I could be the top 500.
Fair enough.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And I was
do
like,
it.
and then I just got so good at it. I'm like, well, I don't know what to do anymore, so I stopped playing forever.
Got too good.
And I was like, what?
And then
yeah.
you went into Pokemon.
Then I went to
Yeah, it's
Pokemon cards.
And now
And-
how'd that affect Nick?
So what happened was I would go to card shops and I was like, dude, how come nobody has Pokemon cards? And I learned that they were just constantly selling out because they're just really popular right now, I guess. I was like, oh crap, what do I even do? And luckily I found one Pokemon like pack and it was the 151s. And the first thing I pulled was a demigod pack, which that means I got a Charmander, Charmeleon, and the Charizard from one pack, and that kind of set my addiction up. But I
Wow.
couldn't buy any more Pokemon cards.
It's like chasing the first hit.
I was
bro.
chasing the first hit,
the first
but I couldn't
time.
buy anything because they weren't in the stores. So I went on Whatnot, and and I was like, dude, Willie, look at this app. You can just like buy Pokemon packs and they'll rip it for you on stream and they'll send it to you, and then you can like get good hits. And and then
Ooh. Yeah,
It
because that
ends up
takes
being a
away
lot of money
half the
if you do-
struggle.
Ooh.
I just got bad news.
what?
What is it about your PSA ratings?
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
now he's
Oh
super
my
deep.
God.
talking about it on the
Now as you can hear, he's
just got his
very
about your
very
into it.
PSA. Drop the news. What happened? Pokemon
My-
nerds, listen up.
My Gengar EX 114 a card that just sold PSA 10 for 15 grand. Mine got graded back a 7.
Ooh, that's fucking trash. Just throw it out.
Throw it away or give it to me.
I just gotta say though, like, dude, I feel like I blinked and then everyone was into like Pokemon cards and I just
Yeah,
had not a single lick.
seriously.
Tanner got me into
I
it
still
a
don't know a
while
lick about
ago,
shit.
bro. Tanner
I
got
got
me
into it while I was still in Washington.
Yeah.
And then we just kept going. Now I have a huge collection, but I don't buy it anymore because they start getting really, really expensive.
Yeah.
So I save it for like
when
a
we
treat
went
now.
to go get you, there was hella Pokemon fucking shops all over that damn place, dude. Holy Jesus Christ. Speaking of going to get Tanner, that was like the sweetest moment I think we've ever had as a friend group.
Can we talk about like how we? So okay, it wasn't even that way. What was it?
It was May.
I don't know.
It was in May.
Second half of May.
Second half of May. Grunk came over to our house.
Yep.
And then we partied.
He didn't tell us.
Yeah, he just showed up. And then we're like, wait, what if we go find Tanner? And I'm lying at this point. This was all set up. But what happened was we flew up to Washington, and we got to live in the boots of tea, and it was fucking awesome. He took us
lumberjacking.
It
was crazy.
Dude, and shout out the family, because holy smokes, dude. They literally hosted, I gotta stop saying literally, they hosted a party, like a little mini get together
party for you guys,
and they invited like a family, and it was like,
it was crazy. Like,
we had a big fam function.
We had good chicken.
It was just so awesome.
Everyone
and I
was there, dude.
And then, oh my God, breakfast in the morning. It was like, fuck. Oh my God. It was
and I was itchy.
Oh
my God. You were breaking out.
I don't know because of poison ivy.
Yeah, I know. I was also, my face was
And then my
getting
mom's
really
like, here's
red.
the hydrocortisone, like the anti-itch cream.
Yeah. I got hooked up.
Dude, my face was like, at some points, really red over there. I don't know what's in the air, but I was also like burning up on my face for some reason.
Dude, that place is so special. It's like a different vibe from anywhere I've ever been.
Yeah,
it's very special.
I got really used to it.
Mm-hmm.
So sweet. And the dogs too. Oh my God.
Oh
my
my
God.
God.
Shout out Nana, princess.
Yeah, banana. I still have a scar from her.
Oh my
Oh my
gosh.
She bit you, or
Well, she didn't do it on purpose. It's like when she has her tire toy in her mouth, she presses up against you because she wants to play tug of war.
Yeah.
One of her teeth goes like right into your leg, and, and then she looks at you like she drops the toy and like,
yeah.
And I'm like,
the
oh, it's
moment
okay,
of realization.
Yeah.
Oh.
She like completely stops what she's doing. Like,
Dude, the sweetest trip I think we've ever had.
Yeah,
like actually,
we flew up
and
there.
we need to do more of that. We need to do more
We
of
do.
those.
I would love to
trips.
travel.
you guys need to stay,
More
we need
trips.
to do it like Japan. Stay like 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Dude,
but actually,
yeah.
like, and so this is the thing. It's like now because last time we did a Japan trip, there was a lot of footage that. By the way, Isaac, I have like all of your Japan footage, and like I have.
Where the fuck is part
guys,
2, Tanner?
I have so much footage.
Dude,
y'all,
I already
like, it's
said,
fucked.
dude.
Tanner, when's your
it got
part
corrupted
2,
and-
man?
It got deleted, dude. It's not even on my camera anymore.
It's just gone.
That's
All
so
the
save
part
it or
2
nothing?
footage is gone.
You didn't save it?
It got corrupted, and then it deleted. And then I was like, "Well, what do I
Well,
do?"
there's that.
It was only 2 years ago.
I missed that whole trip.
It was
bro.
2 years ago.
like,
I mean,
so
Good thing
when-
part 1 was gas. I'll
Yeah.
say that
when
much.
we did it, and it's like, and it's a thing that now I realize because I'm able to self-reflect, but like we were so underprepared for a trip like that, from a like equipment standpoint, in my opinion, because we had. And you could see it in the Universal video, like when it would go nighttime and like the footage would all start lagging and things like that. And like, I have this big thing with visuals and like, the videos and things like that. Cause I'm very moved when I watch movies and when I'm watching people who put like a lot of effort into videos. So like, I want to have I want to give someone the same feeling that I had when I'm watching shit, like that I'm like moved by. And so like when we do a trip again, like, and like just go out somewhere, I want to be very well equipped to do really awesome, great videos and actually put them out and like actually, have a really great experience for like everyone who's watching and things like that. Like it's just, and I'm excited. Like again, this is back to like the future of like us and like what we're trying to do is like I'm very excited for this chapter. And like I said, it's not like we're dropping everything here's in your face. A lot of people were assuming and kind of like knew that there was gonna be like I think they were saying like a floodgate after Last League VC. There's gonna be a floodgate after Last League VC and everything's gonna drop and things like that. And part of me had the idea of dropping like a lot of things all at once too. It's just that like it also happens. I don't know. The schedule of Last League VC was constantly, I don't think it was ever a set date until the date, which when it dropped was set, right? There was like, it was always kind of like in the air what was going to happen.
Yep.
So like with that was going with the flow, and I was just like, okay, well, I might as well just take time to like learn more about like the flow that I was going to work with. Like this whole setup I had behind me was weeks of, it was the same thing with me preparing the IRL podcast. Like I didn't know how to work out the cameras that we got, but we got them. I did the research, and then I had to do the applying what I learned. And so that was a process in itself. And then like, how do I make it all work? How do I edit it? Cause like you got to like go from like, what SD cards do I need that works with what I'm trying to do, to the very end of like, what's the thumbnail? What's the title? What's the thumbnail template going to look like? How often, like, you know, just so many details that like now I know, but like at the time you're just like you're running through the schedule. You're like, okay, I wake up, I do this, and then I note it down. I'm like, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I wake up, blah, blah, blah. And so that's why I have like journals. I have that whiteboard. I have like a bunch of like notes on my computer and my phone, like just constantly reminding me and updating, because it's way too much to keep in a brain. But I'm very excited, like very excited. And like, one of the things I feel bad, you guys, I feel so bad is like, I know editing takes up a lot of time, and like as friends, we don't play them as many games. And I know.
It's okay. Gaming is dead right now anyways.
Battlefield 6 is like fucking secure boot lock. That's so ass.
Yeah, like what the hell?
So what did you, hold on, pause, because I know that the two of you were like, fuck Battlefield, that's just some ass. But Larry was the only one playing. Larry, what the hell did you have to do to play that game?
Nothing. I had a pre-built PC.
I'm fucking...
Yeah, me too.
Dude, that's nothing. That's some bullshit.
Wait, whoa, pause. You have a pre-built PC and you were able to play because of that?
Yeah, well, I don't know if it's because of that. It's just that the coincidence is that Grunk and Nick couldn't, and they don't have a pre-built. Me and Tanner couldn't. We have a pre-built.
My motherboard needed, like I needed a key that goes with my motherboard, and I needed to put my key in the BIOS in order to play Battlefield 6.
Get the fuck out of here.
Do that, I'm not playing it, like, to be honest.
So, okay. There was this tweet I saw of this little fucking PNG tuber cheating his little or her little ass off something. And if you're telling me just to play the game, you had to go into your BIOS and change a whole bunch of bullshit that has to do with your motherboard. This person was cheating in that game.
What's the point?
Dude, what did you have to do?
People are saying they're not cheating.
They're just aiming.
I'm hearing, yeah, they are. They are. I watched the video yesterday. Yeah.
I find it very suspect. But like, that was a compilation of like a whole bunch of their craziest hits.
Yeah, and notice how, did you see the one with the stairs?
Have you seen people actually aim before? Like, that's what it looks like. They're really fucking locked in.
You've fucking seen people aim before?
Have you seen what people try hard to aim in a game?
You're getting old, Isaac.
You are getting old. You just
I'm pretty
how bad
sure,
was it?
like, I'm not sure what a kill looks or sounds like in Battlefield, but what happened was they shot at someone up the stairs. Or no, they shot at someone to their right, kept on shooting.
I'll take a look. I'll be the judge of it, because I played a lot of Battlefield 6.
Yeah, they snapped through, back like a rock.
Wait, what do I look up?
No, different one, different clip.
Oh,
they were looking up at the stairs. They shot someone to their right. They died. They look up. They're shooting. He died. And then they went back to the other person, kept on shooting. It was almost like they didn't know that they were dead or not. They were just holding left click. That's my 10 cents, but we're like way off track, yo.
We're analyzing Battlefield.
Yeah, hold on. We're scene switch.
See if they.
Okay,
thank
you.
My entire day has just been ruined over the idea.
Yeah, I saw you shut down for a second,
dude. I literally yes, bro. I just sat here and I was just staring. I'm
over
like,
hey,
all I gotta say is, you really gonna let it get to you? You're really gonna let it get to you?
Fuck PSA. That's all I gotta say. Hey.
PSA sucks.
Are you hyped yourself?
That was awesome.
Hey.
That was good.
Who was with me?
Be done.
Dude. Look, okay, let me explain why let me explain why Pokemon makes no sense anymore. So you have to pay overly priced pack, whatever. And if you like the old vintage stuff, the chances of even being able to get a heavy pack from Vintage are very low. And then the chances of you being able to open it and the card is good quality and a good hit is even worse. And then to be able to send it to a grading company for them to give you the grade that you want is like, it's like a
You're
point
explaining gambling.
Yeah. You are.
Yeah, that is
That's
gambling.
what gambling is.
This is gambling.
The chance of you getting
like
all
a fucking
all three
it's like
sevens
put a
in a row is
Halloween
just
mask.
It's
like,
not
oh,
gambling.
it's not gambling.
It's not gambling because I'm walking away with something.
No, it is gambling.
It's
It is
definitely
a hobby.
gambling.
It's a
100%
hobby.
gambling.
It's
It's
a
a
gambling
hobby.
hobby. It's a gambling hobby.
I'd be walking away
Hobby
with
for
43
gas.
cents too for my
Yeah.
slot machine. I get a little
Look at
ticket.
that.
Oh,
What is it?
two, that sucks.
Whoa, some paper.
Oh,
Cardboard.
Oh, that blows. Cart two.
No, I think
I'd
Just
rather
I
send it
think
back in.
Pokemon cards are pretty
NFT
cool.
pixels, bro.
Send it back
Oh,
in.
yeah.
Send it back in.
Yeah, crack it and then get it cleaned and then send it back in.
I got
I have to get
pesos.
cleaned. What do they put on it?
So
They spit on it real
100.
nice.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry about your card. I mean, I would be pissed too. I'll be real. That's a
What card
how
was
much-
it? The Gengar?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
The $15,000 card. That was supposed to be $15,000.
What's it worth now at a
Yeah,
7?
at a 7. What are we looking at?
What are you gonna inflate? What are you doing?
Stop,
dude?
stop.
pooping?
Viewers at home.
Look at
I mean,
that.
listeners.
Looks like
I mean,
I'm a
aliens
balloon.
at space. I mean. Nick's a balloon? Question mark. I don't know what he's doing. I really don't know what he's doing. He's like holding
Can
his
you
breath.
fucking believe your ears?
All right.
PSA 7's like fucking poopy doopy water.
How
no,
much?
I don't know. I don't care. I mean, it's just like,
Really?
why not a 9? Why not like something better? Like, anyway, who cares? Moving on.
No, I can't name a single person who does. I don't think you care.
Why couldn't it
You
be
care?
like?
Look,
What's
I'm so
Pokemon?
deep into the Pokemon stuff that I had to make a channel for it because like it was, I just had to.
You had to. You
Yeah,
had to
dude.
make a.
He did
Ladies
just
and
have to.
gentlemen,
So you could write them
You know,
all.
all the cards just pointed to that.
Year of the
much.
Willy is upon us. 2026, he's dropping like 48 videos a month for the entire year.
Yeah.
I post a video a week. On that channel where it's just rips. You guys know about it. And like, look, this is how deep I am into grading. This is my next batch of grading right here.
Oh,
Wow.
the Palkia. The Houndoom.
Yep.
Dude, give me at least one e-reader right now.
Yeah,
what
come
are you
on.
doing?
I
Thanks,
have one.
Greedy.
You want one?
I'll
give you
take
one.
an e-reader.
Yeah,
I'll
there
give
you
you
go.
an e-reader.
What
Why
the hell's
not?
an e-reader?
Yeah, what?
Wouldn't you like
Type
to
of the-
know?
Yeah, wouldn't you want to know? How
Yeah.
the hobby
How would
first?
you get into the fucking hobby to learn
All
what
right,
that
never
is?
mind,
I had
never
to open
Never
up
mind.
several
Get
hundred
into
packs
lifestyle.
before I
Oh, no.
understood
Larry,
that
Larry.
e-readers existed.
What you know about Skyridge, Larry?
Next
You know
time Nick
nothing about Skyridge.
asks how to do a drop shadow in Photoshop, you just say, "Wouldn't you like to know?" And
Wouldn't
then
you
Yeah,
like
get
to know?
into
Wouldn't,
the
wouldn't you
drop
like to
the
enter
mic.
my world? Yeah, dude. I'll show you a thing or two if you show me a thing or two.
Oh, I'll take the Magikarp.
Oh, he's so
Sorry, I
happy.
get excited.
Oh, take the
I gotta say, though,
Charmander.
I love the drawings. They're so cute.
Yeah,
That's what I
that-
like, dude. The new shit's so ugly.
That's what you like. You're talking about grading. You're talking about like
Yeah.
all these like fucking putting a grade. I mean, that was
pretty cool.
cool.
Yeah,
That's
Did I
you-
got a swirl?
Why
What
would
is
you
that?
send in a piece of art that you like
Dude,
for
it's
someone
got a
else to tell you
swirl.
how much they like
to
it?
tell you like, yeah, that's good or not, and then you're like, that's good or not.
That's putting the shit up. That is
Yeah,
horrible.
that's bad. It's
That's
white
bad.
Throw
on
it
the
away
back.
and give it to me.
And then you listen to them, and you're like, yeah, you're right. That's bad. Yeah.
Yeah, that's bad.
You're
Yeah,
right.
that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. No,
it's
look at it.
ass.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Yeah.
Actually, yeah, it's ass. It's ass.
Whoop, whoop.
You're just flexing,
Damn.
dude. I don't even know what I'm looking at.
I'm not
Look at that.
flexing.
Hell,
You don't
I'm
got a
show- I-
bikini.
Look at this.
It's such a
It's like
big
a whole
Is that the
hard
jumbo
whole playmat.
bikini? That is the jumbo.
No, it's a regular
Yeah.
size card. Tanner's
Yeah.
3
Regular
foot
card.
one.
Oh, that big
Anyway.
fish.
He lives in a
Tanner's just
tiny
really small.
dollhouse that we made for him.
Yeah.
Tanner, I
Anyway,
love
yeah,
how like anytime
Pokemon
you
took
move,
over.
your room always has like the same. I don't know. It's always home. It's always you always got
Yeah.
like stuff going on.
It is always home. You always got the same color scheme somehow.
I
Anywhere
know.
you
I'm
are.
a creature of habit. I like.
That's
I
fair
need the
enough.
same things I
Hey,
have,
man.
the same colors, everything the same.
Yeah,
How long has that been there?
Gotta be
Grunk's got
covered.
like the same setup, dude. Grunk moved as
Forever.
well. He's got the same setup.
Yeah.
That boy
I'm in a new
funny.
house
Y'all
now.
agree?
I do.
Y'all agree? Oh, look at this octopus on my
Squid, look
screen.
at
Yeah, that looks awesome.
That is
Holy
so. Audio
cow.
listeners at home, we're just watching some
Yeah.
fucking sea life,
Yes.
bro.
It's sick.
We're pushing
And
the
it's-
2 hours and 6 minute mark. I will say.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you guys
I-
want to?
I haven't even talked about my life, but
That's
you
so
know,
fucking true.
You know,
I'm
that's-
down.
that's-
I'm down.
that's
Listen,
okay.
dude.
Let's
I was
hear
ready
it.
for a very long one. So
We knew
I'm-
we knew what we were getting ourselves into. Let's hear it.
Well, just
just
like
keep going,
quick.
yeah.
It's actually very
No,
short.
no.
no, make it as long as you
make it
fucking
long.
can. Like
Stretch
super-
it out. Stretch
let's
it out.
just
Super
Whoa, whoa,
long.
whoa,
My
whoa.
monologue. I'm gonna try to not say or one.
So grunk.
Do you remember we
carrying
tried
a
to like
couch
remove a lot
to
of
the second
words?
floor.
Okay. So I
Floor.
have a list here, and I'm gonna go down each
Very
thing.
short, by the way. What the
And-
fuck?
Mhm.
That was a
What will
lot.
happen is I will give a take or a point
Oh,
of
cooler
why
sucks.
I wrote that down.
That was cool or that was bad?
Cooler sucks, please.
Yeah.
Bring it
Yeah,
back.
cooler sucks.
Sucked or cool. If it
Got it.
sucked or if it was
All
cool.
right.
I forgot to press play on my Audacity.
That's good.
Don't even joke like that. Do not even joke like that.
My PC's off.
That's
All right,
a
let's
better
hear it.
joke because that one was
okay.
like, okay.
I'm getting into the year of the grunk. Let me hear this.
Saw snow strippers live. I messed up. Saw snow strippers live and it sucked. It sucked because the crowd was horrible. I was getting dry humped from the back for half the show.
That's
Wh-
By
that
who?
doesn't suck.
And a stranger, complete stranger.
God.
And then, dang it. And then people kept just no etiquette in this crowd. I think they were all from TikTok vibe. That
I'm
was the
hearing a
vibe
lot
I was
about that.
getting.
No etiquette concerts are usually like TikTok.
It was really, I
oriented.
left early because it was like, fuck this bullshit.
May I ask a question?
Yeah.
What is a snow stripper?
A snow
Yeah,
stripper. I actually don't really listen to them, but
Them.
my roommate, you
Yeah,
all
it's
know
a duo.
Bobby,
Oh, Bobby.
wanted to go, and I was like, okay, I'll go. And they're just
It's like electronic.
you got a DJ and then the singer and
Yep.
performer, and
Mhm.
she be singing on the tracks,
Yeah.
Huh?
and it's like it is electronic. It's like dance music.
Wait,
Are they dog water?
kind
snow,
of.
snow
They're
stripper?
pretty good. Snow strippers. Do you really know those snow strippers?
No, I'm looking it up now.
Damn.
You'll
I've
know
never
the
heard of
song. You'll
Yeah,
know
you'll
the
definitely
song.
know.
Isaac
Isaac Why's
Isaac
the
means
music guy.
music in Hebrew or whatever. So
It's not true.
Yeah.
You tried doing it yesterday. Oh,
Yeah,
they're-
you'll
go.
definitely 100
oh,
million
they're going to be in
percent.
a Reading? United Kingdom. I thought it was
No
PA.
way.
All right, so
Um,
they're a band. All right, continue.
Or
Duo.
yeah.
Duo. My bad, guys.
So then Glaive came to my city and performed, and we got to hang out, and I got VIP ticket treatment at his show, me and my friends, and his show was really cool.
LMF. Yeah.
The visuals on that at that was really freaking awesome.
Was it the one where it's like a silhouette?
Yeah,
whole time?
like
Yeah, dude.
And,
That
and,
was-
like the intro was so cool. It's like it was just projector and then a thin screen, and it was all black, but then like what would be projected was in white, and it just
Yep.
popped out so much, and it was
Dude,
really beautiful.
but my first concert, like concert, was the last, or no, was it
Really?
this year, Isaac? Did I go this year?
Yes, it was.
It was
because
this
you
year.
didn't-
It was
you
this
went-
year.
Yeah.
it would have been Playboy Cardi.
It would have been
Would've.
Playboy Cardi if fucking
He showed
that
up.
was so if he showed up.
Oh man, that's so sad.
It's cool.
How
I
do
mean,
you
it's
book
part
out
of
a
it's
venue?
aura. It's plus aura. It's I don't.
But how do
it
you
is.
book out a venue and then not show up?
Because that's just so
cool.
hard.
Because
It's
Think
a
about
cool
it. It's just
thing.
so
Like,
hard.
hello, did you? We're all
It's
very
very
moved
good.
by that.
So does he refund or
We're all
something?
very moved.
Fuck yeah, he did. We got our money back. And I felt bad because my cousin, dude, my cousin was so sad, and I was like trying to cheer him up. Also, there's a fan there. It was really weird. We were all
concert.
crowded up, and like I was talking to this guy, and then like when we left, I was on the car on the way home, and he messaged me on Instagram. He's like, "Dude, was that you? Was I talking to you?" I was like, "Yeah." And then he was like, "Bro, I go to shows. Hit me up. I'll get you in anything." I was like, "Okay."
Anything?
And then I never went to anything else.
Anything.
All right.
But shout out to the homeboy, and then shout out to that Glaive concert because that was also the first concert I've ever gone
It's-
to, and
it's
that
pretty
was
fun.
That was a fun time.
Can I tell you
Very
my
fun
first
time.
concert I've ever been to?
Sure.
Yeah.
Logic.
Makes
All right,
sense.
move on.
I've never been to it. You rate that cooler sucks.
Logic, and it was open. It was open with NF singing Mansions.
Oh yeah, sucks.
Wow.
Gotta be sucks. Holy shit.
Sucks.
Sucks. That's rating.
Sucks.
All right.
Okay. Lastly,
And then Dax.
VC.
Last
Cool.
VC.
Cool.
Very okay. Thank God.
Crab funeral. Me and my friend, she invited me to her funeral for her pet hermit crab that died, and we buried her in the park.
Make sure.
And that was cool. May she rest in peace.
Shout out Hermit.
Shout out.
Yeah, seriously.
Shout out
Dude,
crab.
I actually have a story with that crab, and no, I'm not responsible for the death of this crab.
I was gonna ask
But,
that.
I might have contributed to shortening up the lifespan because
Oh.
I low key was holding it, and then it fell out of my hand. And
oh no, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. It's a hermit crab, right?
yeah, they have hard shells.
Yeah, they're
so
chill. They're chill.
It was all right. You know, I did feel very bad though. And then for Halloween, I was super green. I painted my body green to be an alien. And it like dyed my eyebrows not green. It just made them look way darker, and I looked like a maniac. Like I looked like, I looked like the abrasive side of SpongeBob. You remember that episode, anyone? I looked like the abrasive sponge. It was really scary.
That's so funny.
What? I've never heard of that. Or I don't think I've seen that.
Oh, it's a scary episode. It really, it's like. It's horrible.
Is it a newer one?
SpongeBob has like a dark
It might
side.
be a newer
Oh, never
one.
mind. Okay.
Yeah, the abrasive side.
Yeah.
Like, just bad news. Yeah, literally like that.
Audio listeners at home, there's an abrasive sponge with eyebrows.
He's
Yeah.
just green with like thick
Abrasive
eyebrows.
Well, D1 reference.
Forgot about that.
Good
Yeah,
shit.
seriously,
Wow.
that was
that
pretty
was a
good.
great
Thank
pull.
you.
That was a great pull.
Thank you. So it was really
Nemo.
green, and I actually ruined someone else's costume because I got my green all over their costume. And-
Oh, sorry, I got my green on you.
yeah, and
Sorry,
like,
green.
they were an angel, and I was.
Oh.
And it was just
You
bad.
were a booger, and
Yeah.
yeah, you got your.
Yep. And then
You rolled.
and then I have the things that happen when you are out of a relationship written down, which is like, it's just interesting because you kind of just think what you want and then you don't want that, and then you're like, oh crap, I low-key don't want that, and then you just kind of you learn a lot about yourself is what I'm trying to say.
A lot of
A
growth.
lot of discovery. A lot
Yeah,
of discovery.
seriously. And then went to Sweden with Mitchell Pulsefire from Pulsefire.
Spontaneous.
Oh, I bet
What
that
was the
hype.
date?
Yeah, that was.
Right after.
Right after, wasn't
It
it?
must have been. Yeah,
Yeah, no,
it was
you were
right
talking to me
after,
about
and
it.
got back before Christmas.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
So
yeah, what?
I just want to mention how you flew over here, recorded Lastly VC, and then left the morning after to go, I think, back home and then Sweden.
Let me see. Let me check. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the timeline.
It was like right. It was like right after.
Yeah, because
Last
Grunk
CVC.
had to leave. I remember.
He had to.
Yeah,
It
I
wasn't like a
definitely
maybe.
had to leave. Okay, so I think. Okay, so I have here on my iPhone.
I have one.
I got
iPhone.
back from you. So December
need-
December 9th is when I got back to here, and then
Wow.
left for Sweden.
The 13th.
I
remember.
11th.
Was it the 13th? Holy
I remember,
cow.
yeah.
Oh,
How do you
shit.
remember it? Yeah,
I don't know.
14th. 14th.
Fuck.
Ooh.
Close,
Did you
very
land on the
close.
14th?
Hard to say.
Please let me be right. Please let me be right.
And shit, sorry. And no, 15th.
Fuck. All right. Well, I mean,
Well, that might have been their time. Maybe it's different. I don't know. Who
still,
knows?
Sweden. How was Sweden? Was it chill?
Sweden was awesome. I could literally feel the presence of Drain Gang all around me. And it was sick.
Oh my god.
It was
The
sick.
atmospheric
And
pressure of Drain Gang.
dude, I have a game, everyone. Okay. Pick a number between 1 and 150, okay?
Oh
Okay.
shit. Okay.
Do I tell you?
3. Yeah, we're going to say it on 3 or I'm going to count down, okay? 3, 2, 1, 72.
122.
Okay. Well,
I
forget
said
it.
84.
What was the game?
But basically,
That was a lot of fun. Can we do it again?
it's a great game. Yeah, 3, 2, 1, 72.
75.
43.
Okay.
I said 75. Who said 75?
I said,
said
we
17.
both said 75 because it's half of 150.
Oh, I didn't think that far into it. I said 75.
Well, there you go. And basically, Mitchell and I have picked up on this phenomena where a lot of times people will say 72. Like we were in a club, right? And there was this group of very attractive women, and I said, okay,
Don't tell me.
pick a number between 1 and 150.
You did not say
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
the Swedish
And-
House Mafia host.
Yeah. And we counted down and we both said 72 and we were like, whoa, that was crazy. You know,
Did you get her? Did you
I
get her
still didn't do
details?
it.
No details.
I
None.
still didn't do it. I didn't even go up. I didn't even approach.
Oh,
still.
so you lied.
Yeah.
Damn.
Which is crazy because like
we would have
that says
believed
a
you.
lot. Yeah. But it was just crazy. And then fast forward to when I got here many months go by, I'm in the car with 5 people, and I played the game again. 3 people said 72. 3
people said
3
72.
people said 72. I'm serious, but I think it's because I whether I know it or not, I plant an egg in their head about it.
What's
those
the
games
range?
before.
What's the range?
1 to 150.
Interesting.
All right, you guys
and-
ready? 1,
Yeah.
2, 3.
72.
72.
72.
Wow.
Oh, 72.
Wow.
Grunk, you low-key just planted an egg.
Yeah. So now,
You planted an egg in
like,
me.
and it even worked with a person just recently again, because I literally just said the number 72 just in conversation. Then I played the game, and then they said 72.
I like to imagine like, so it's 7-2. You want to play a game real quick?
72.
72.
Hey, you
That's
guys
funny
again?
because they picked up on it too, and he was like, "Yeah, I think it's because you said 72 earlier," and I was like, "Oh yeah, that's probably why." But it's-
Say soon.
All right, pick a number.
but yeah, Sweden, really cool.
Awesome.
We accidentally ended up at the University of Stockholm, and then because we took the wrong train and we just got out at a random stop, and it was just like really awesome. And they have a crazy gym or like a indoor sports thing there. It was nuts. And we went to IKEA in a mall. This mall was our hub, and holy cow, you guys, the beauty rates in Sweden, it's crazy. There's so many beautiful people, man and female. It's crazy, and everything in between as well.
And everything in between as well.
And
So wait,
female.
you went
And
to
everything
a
outside of the
Swedish
bounds, too.
IKEA.
Yes, and I
Dude,
got
that's kind of like that's like going to a KFC in Kentucky.
Oh,
That guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is so cool,
Oh,
bro.
Lord.
And there's actually a TikTok on my page on Grunk that Mitchell and I recorded in the IKEA. That's really hilarious. And if you guys want to go check that out. And then
go check that
we ate Italian probably 4 nights there that we were there, and their Italian is really delicious. The guys,
Fire.
like if you go to
Careful.
Sweden, eat Italian.
Ooh,
Careful.
the steam coming out of Willie's ears right now.
Yeah. No, Sweden has really good
But they-
Italian
they
food.
have been
Well, let
in
me
the-
tell you about Italy.
Also, dude, yeah, they have good Italian too.
New York?
We literally landed there with 1 night booked at our hotel, and we were staying for a week, and we were just gonna go as it goes.
Damn,
And,
with the flow.
Wow.
Yeah, it worked out really well because
I want to
we
do that with just like with a camera and then just
Yeah,
see
you
what
should.
happens.
It's a fantastic time because we ended up booking another night at that hotel. Then the next day we got a night train to go up way north to this town called Luleå, and I think that's how you say it. Spelled crazy, but
Sound crazy, spell crazy.
yeah.
crazy.
And bro, holy cow, it was so funny. We got the night train where you have to sleep in the train, right?
Oh,
and it's literally the smallest little thing ever. It's insane.
It's like an
It's like a
incubation
pod.
incubation
Yes,
pod.
and there's 3 beds stacked on top of each other. And Mitchell and I got separated, so we both got 2 other roommates my people, I'm trying to remember. I had a guy that was he was just a drunkard, and I had a drunkard and a businessman. Those were my two guys. And I remember I met with the drunkard in the cafe car, and we were hooked on Balatro at that time as well. So we were playing that. And
what a vibe, dude.
yeah,
What a-
seriously. And
Holy
and
shit.
The drunkard asked me for a charger, so I went and grabbed him a charger, and he thought I was fucking with him when I brought it back. He's like, "What is this?" And he'd like, I don't know. There was a miscommunication somewhere, and he almost like got mad at me, I think.
Oh my
but
God.
it was fine.
What the fuck?
And then we ended up being friends. And then in the
Oh my
nighttime,
God.
oh my gosh, when he
Snored.
was snoring, it was like he was choking. Like at least sounded like he was swallowing his tongue, and he was
It's like,
talking
it's like
in
when
his sleep.
Patrick, you know when Patrick's like snoring and like there's like
Yeah.
there's like
And
a
there's
lake
water.
of saliva. Yeah, there's a lake of saliva
Yeah.
around his mouth.
Dude, it was nuts. And Mitchell apparently had a guy who just smelled so bad. And it's like, damn, poor guy. And then Luleå was cool. This guy, when we got to our hotel, he was just like, he literally just offered us free basketball game tickets because there was a basketball game the next day. But
yeah.
we were only staying for like a day, so we couldn't go see it. But it was just like very kind of him to do. And
Right.
that
Shout
town
out.
was awesome because Stockholm, there was no snow or anything. It wasn't cold enough. But up in Luleå, there was snow everywhere.
Nice.
It was crazy. And And then, we went back on the night train and it ended up paying extra so we could get the upgraded room so we could actually sleep well. And it did pay off. So if you're into sleep, I'd do that.
If you're into sleep.
Yeah, you're into sleep. And then
You like sleeping.
and then when we got back to Stockholm, that's when the weekend began. So then we actually ended up going clubbing a bit. And we went to this one club. I think it's called the Braun, which means bridge or something, and it's under a bridge. And we went up on the second floor. We were there for like an hour and a half. We got there as soon as the club opened too. We were the only ones there. It was so funny.
Oh shit!
You showed up early to the club, bro.
Look, I have this picture.
Two
of Mitchell.
foreigners, early as shit.
He's just there.
Fire.
We were literally the first ones there. It was hilarious.
Fire.
And then we noticed the music they were playing was so ass. And we were like, this can't be real. And the people that were there, they were just like a not good crowd either. But then they had this off room that was shooting off, and we went in there and they had freaking a GameCube and people were playing Mario Kart, and we were playing Mario Kart with you for a little bit and to having drinks, and it was a good time. And then we were like, okay, let's go home. But then as we're walking down the stairs, we hear like different music, and we're like, wait, that's like real club music.
The
like
vibe
this is
change.
like, yeah.
Wait.
And then we went into the wrong area of the club. We weren't in the club at all. We were in some different place. And then we go through this little thing, this little curtain type deal, and there's people the lights are way dark. There's an actual DJ with like physical freaking records and
like vinyl discs.
yeah, like spinning it, and it was good music, and people were just dancing, and it was like,
Can you describe what the music was then before that was like ass?
it was like Kendrick Lamar remixes. Like, it was so bad.
Have you ever heard of those Chinese remixes of like popular Yeet songs or Ken Carson? It's like the same drum loop over and over and over again.
Yeah, that's basically what it was, and I couldn't believe it. I really just couldn't believe it. But downstairs was where the real shit was at.
yeah,
and we were
absolutely.
dancing, and holy cow, it was a good time. I did just compliment this group of girls' outfits, and one of them looked me up and down and made a face of disgust and then walked away, and it was like, oh.
Wow.
But honestly, if a foreigner, if an American, came into my club and was trying to, like, I wasn't trying anything. I was just genuinely just complimenting, and I just
Fire
wanted
outfit.
to engage in conversation with the Swedish native. But if I was in her shoes, I can't blame her too hard. But
I guess like
and
the club.
just a little bit hard, not too hard.
her two other friends were very kind. They were very receptive, but she was not having it. And but then, oh my gosh! But then we leave the club, and
Dude, I'm picturing all of this perfectly.
yeah.
Like this is
I'm
so
glad.
good.
I'm glad.
This is so fun.
We leave the club, and it's like 3 a.m. at this point. And one of my goals of the trip was to like connect with a local and like, really connect with someone that lives there. And lo and behold, that didn't happen at the club, but while we're waiting for our train, this bloke like waltzes on into the subway station.
This bloke, dude.
And he just looks so fire. Like, his haircut is so good. He has a very sharp face, and his vibe was just fire. And he was like wearing a trench coat with a briefcase, and then
Mood.
fuck yeah.
It was like a hitman, dude. What the fuck?
And I was just, and Mitchell was like throwing away something or using the bathroom, so it was just me there. And then I was like, fuck it, I'll go talk to this guy. So I walked up and I was like, dude, I love your vibe. Like your whole outfit, how you look awesome. And then he was like, dude, you look awesome as well, in his Swedish accent. And then we get to chopping it up. He's good friends with two Hollis. And I'm like, wait, I'm good friends with Glaive, if you know that guy. And he's like, really? And then we just start chatting. And then we exchange numbers, and he's like, dude, tomorrow I'll take you out to the bars and with my friends, and we'll go party. And I was like, dude, fuck yeah. So
Gorgeous.
then we have that set up for the next night. And just if I happened to bump into it.
Gorgeous.
Did it work out? Did you guys go?
Yeah,
That's a fucking scene.
Yeah,
that is a scene.
The next night, I forget what we even did the next day. We probably just rested all day because we were up so late. But then nighttime rolls around. It's Saturday night, and we go and meet him in like I could tell it was a very local area. Like, but he said like that strip of bars was like rated one of the top in the world for like how just fire it is. And so we started off at this one place, and he brought his one friend, and it was just we basically were with him and his friend for the whole night. But we at this first bar, we met this guy. I think his name
was Mitchell still with you?
Yeah. He was with me the whole time.
What a crazy! Imagine going peeing and like you come back.
Yeah, we have the whole
What the fuck has happened?
But this guy Charlie, and oh my gosh, Charlie and Mitchell like got along so well. Charlie bought Mitchell like 5 drinks, and it was so funny. And I decided, or this girl, the friend of what was his name? Ruben. His name was Ruben, the guy that we met. So Ruben's friend, she offers me a Zin and is like, want to try it, but it's not called a Zin, but I'm just calling it a Zin, but it was a European version, which are far stronger. And I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll try it. Why not? YOLO. And so I put it up there, and she just like, if you start to feel like sick or dizzy, just spit it out and drink water. And I was like, okay, yeah, fair enough. I know my limits. And, lo and behold, I start feeling dizzy and I'm like, okay, spit it out, drink water. I'm fine. But then we have some more drinks. Oh my God, remember this. No. Yeah. We have some more drinks and, I'm having a great time. And we then we venture to the next bar. And the next bar, I really like this next bar's vibe a lot. Like it's smaller and, people came in that Ruben knew, and it was just like the group was getting bigger, and it was so sweet. And then, and by then I've had a good amount of drinks, so I'm pretty fudged up.
You're pretty loose. You're pretty loose.
Yeah, pretty loose. Exactly. Yeah. Well put. And and then one of Ruben's other friends that showed up later, who wasn't there for when I originally tried the Zen thing, he was like, "You want to try this?"
Oh my God! You say yes again.
Let me try it again. Maybe it'll
be YOLO too, man. YOLO
this time.
YOLO.
And that was so bad. The combination of my drunkenness and the nicotine or whatever, it got me. And I was like this on the table for like I don't know how long, but it was long enough for the security guard to come up and be like, "Hey, if you're gonna be sick, go outside." And I was like, I'm fine. Just give me a second. And like at that moment, I was tapped into Zen. Everything was darkness. I was just focusing on my breathing just to calm down because, I did kind of feel myself getting way warmer. And then, but then he came back. He was like, you have to go outside. You have to go outside. I'm like, okay, I'll go outside. But then I went outside and then the other security guard, he was like, if you go outside, you can't come back in. And I was like, what the hell? So, but the cold air did feel very nice. But then I'm like, okay, I have to go back in then because I can't leave my friends, Yeah. So I go back in and I sit back down. And by then everyone knows what's going on. Everyone knows I'm like feeling ill. So, and I'm trying to tap back into my Zen state because I really was coming back down and it was working. But then at that point, everyone knows. Yeah. Everyone starts touching me like, hey, are you okay, man? Like, it's all right. And I'm like, that throws off my Zen entirely. And
are you okay?
Yeah. And then by then I'm like, okay. And then I stand up and I'm like, I'm about to throw up. I'm going to the bathroom. I don't even make it. And I just throw up everywhere. Yeah.
I hate when that happens.
Yeah. But the freaking bartender, clutch ass guy, threw me a trash can. And I caught it and then threw up the rest of it in that. But the initial one really was, it did go everywhere.
It's like that one time you threw up at our house.
Yeah. That was so bad.
What did you eat? You ate like candy and shit?
Yeah, gummies.
I ate an entire bag of Gushers, like a big bag.
Oh like all the syrup and sugar was in his belly.
Yeah.
And Isaac was so clutch, dude. I felt I was actually an asshole.
And after I threw up, everybody left. Everyone left after I threw up.
I was like, I'm gonna be nauseous.
Did we leave a camera recording?
I'm gonna be there was a camera recording.
There is a video of Grunk.
From like the second point of view. It was like the second floor point of view pointing down.
Yeah.
And it was just like fucking waterfall.
Yeah, that was bad.
my
Man.
God.
That
Yeah.
was a violent
So-
puke.
What a day.
I threw up. Yeah, and then I was like, okay,
Your vomits
I'll-
are gnarly, man. I gotta say, you have some
they are
gnarly.
kind of gnarly. They
Why
are.
do you gnarly vomit?
I don't know. I didn't used to, but I guess
Is there
it's
like a
in-
nice
it's in
way
me.
not to? Is there
Yeah,
like a better
yeah,
there's
prettier
a
way to
really
vomit?
light way.
Like a whole like
Bleh.
You guys ever seen that? Sorry, this is just something. The clip of the guy rapping, and then he's like,
Yes.
vomiting, and he vomits. Yeah, he vomits upwards, back on his face, and then he continues rapping.
It's so gross.
Crazy,
It's so
it's
gross.
disgusting. Sorry if anyone's listening. To this,
I
like that
can't
was.
take that.
Vomiting
That's
is funny as
disgusting.
fuck to me.
It's
So
not
No,
funny.
Nick has
It's
a
not.
yeah, dude. He
if
laughs so
you're
hard.
throwing up around me, I'll help you, but like I will
You'll be laughing. Yeah.
Yeah.
You did that to me once. You were helping me vomit one time and you were laughing the whole time. It was kind of helping me though, because I was like, oh, okay, I need this vibe though. Because like, if I hear someone laughing, I feel good. At least I'm vomiting and I'm like having a good time, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's so
See, I
fucking
have a
funny.
good time when I vomit. I can't lie. Except
like
for
a
that
riot.
one at your house.
It's like
That
a
was
moment of
fun.
surrender, and you're just
Yeah.
Dude,
Fine
body,
body, I'm yours.
sorry,
I surrender.
dude.
Sorry, guys.
Bro, I learned at a very young age that I found out that vomiting was funny to me because I was on a family vacation and my dad had an ex-girlfriend and her kid, he actually had special needs and so he would throw up. Like, I guess kind of he would get sick a little often, and like the reason why the fact of him having special needs matters is because in the car I'm in the back seat. And then he starts throwing up, and I'm looking the other way, trying not to laugh. And bro, I get yelled at because like he's throwing up and he has special needs, and so I'm like, no, it's not because he has special
Oh
needs.
my
it's
God,
because-
dude.
It's
It's like in
because throwing
school.
up is so fucking funny to me, bro.
Wow.
I don't know
Love
why.
vomiting.
I don't know
It
why,
is kind of
dude.
funny at the end of the day. It's funny.
I don't know
like
why
you just
I
have to
react.
stop everything, and you're just
You just have to surrender
Dude,
everything you're doing
Just
for
the
that
other
moment.
night, I
You
threw
are
up.
a prisoner to your vomit.
You
bro.
Yeah.
lose your
Body.
free will.
Everything stops.
You can't do a
Yeah.
single thing you were put on this earth to do but puke.
It's funny watching beforehand, like the swallowing. Like
Oh
the
my! I hate
swallowing.
that part.
That's the worst.
You're fucked up for that one.
That's
Nick,
just
I'll be
the
honest.
salivating part's
I
the
can't
worst.
laugh at that. It's
The
like
swallowing part is like, you're just like, oh, you know it's coming.
Yep.
And you're like,
No, I don't know, man. The look in the eyes is what, like, I'm like, oh fuck,
dude,
no,
it's
it's about to
because
happen.
the person is trying to focus on
On the ground, they look at the
anything
ground.
else.
They look
Yeah.
at the ground. They're like, it has to be simple,
Bro,
Nothing,
one
nothing
time-
complex.
I had the swallows like so bad. I was literally like head over the toilet. I was prepared to throw up. My mouth was salivating. I was dripping saliva into the toilet, and then it just went away, and I didn't throw up and went back to bed. It was like,
dude,
Sure.
it's crazy.
What?
Like,
Edge.
it's crazy because I know about myself the things that make me laugh. Like vomiting will 100% make me laugh, and then one thing that'll make me mad are monkeys.
What the fuck?
Like Isaac gets really aggressive and pissed off about that one cat that runs up and licks the salmon, that raw fish.
Yeah.
And it's like
Greedy
eating. He's like, oh,
bastard.
shut the fuck up, dude. I can't stand monkeys that like. I just hate monkeys, like the little tiny ones.
Oh my
They're
God.
fucking, especially the ones that take those baths and they're looking so dumb with their
What?
stupid eyes.
okay, now
come
you're like
on.
one of those
You're trash.
communities. You're part of the
No,
community.
you're,
that just
you're in
keep
those
killing
YouTube
monkeys.
groups. Those
No,
YouTube
I'm not
groups.
killing a monkey. I just don't like that. I don't want to look at them. I'm not
seriously
going to kill
part of
them.
You don't
You're
like
crazy.
the gentleman ones where it's like really polite, very long mustache. You know,
Those are
very-
fine. It's just like the ones that like they're like I just don't like them, dude. I don't know. They freak me out. I'm not one of those people that likes to watch. I promise. I don't like to watch them die. I just don't like looking at them. They just
Fair
piss
enough.
me off.
But anyways, went to Young Lean music video church, and that was really cool.
Nice.
And then I went home, and basically the most important things that happened since then probably I became a pizza boy at Wegmans, and
Pizza boy.
pizza boy.
Oh,
I'm
Pizza
working-
boy.
I'm
Pizza
working at
boy.
pizza. I'm working in the pizza department, and it's awesome. And yeah, the road trip happened, and Pet Sounds is a fantastic album. And yeah, I have to pee.
Absolutely.
I have to pee too.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
have to pee, but
I think
I've
it's
been
fair
farting
to
for like 20 minutes.
You got to poop.
No, I've just been farting for this.
Damn, we
man.
were doing so good until we brought up pee and poop, man. That's crazy.
Yeah.
what were we thinking with that?
All right. I think it's fair to say that the podcast is good here.
Yeah.
Now, I want to bring up real quick something for the viewers. Hey guys, I made an email. So before when we're doing the IRL podcast, I was doing this thing where I was asking you guys to I'll talk to the folks. I was doing this thing where I was asking you guys to email at my business account just any stories or any questions you guys had. Now I want to do the same thing, except I'm doing it now on a different email so that my fucking business is not being flooded. So I made an email called the group chat box at gmail.com where you can email questions you got maybe that weren't answered here, or just like stories. Cause I got a lot of fucking stories about people crashing and like while listening to the podcast, a phenomenal amount, actually, quite an amount. And so, towards the end of the podcast episodes, I'll be reading any ones that kind of stick out to me, just cause, community, community, talk about it. You boys look so dead. Nick, you look so dead.
I'm feeling good.
No, you got gas. You got poop. I know that gas is in there.
I know. I'm just like gassy and I'm hungry.
I'm hungry. That's what I ordered. I ordered Panera because I'm hungry.
I haven't ate today. I should.
Yeah, get ready for this. Ready for this shit? Fucking grilled cheese sandwich dipped in tomato soup.
What?
I want some of that.
What?
Jay Schlatt put me onto that.
Is it good?
You put you on like a grilled cheese with tomato soup.
Yeah, you dip it in.
Jay
So
Schlatt
normal.
put you on
That's
to
like really
a
good.
grilled cheese being
A
dipped in
grilled
tomato
cheese
soup.
sandwich and tomato soup.
That is like
I didn't-
the thing.
I never did that.
Wow, I'm so sorry. That
Even
makes
I
me a
did
little
that, and I
sad.
don't
I think everybody in the world has done that at least once.
I don't
Dude,
think I've
that
done
is
You guys are
method,
evil.
man.
I don't think.
You guys are
To be
evil.
fair,
No,
Nick,
it
I
gets
don't think I've
fucked up
done
when
that.
you include ham. Phew. Put some ham in that grilled
Oh,
cheese.
yum. Yes, please.
Wowee, bro.
Yes, please.
Ham and
You go,
cheese, dude.
you get that
Beef and
the
cheddar
bread,
from Arby's.
and cheese,
Oh, boy.
and then 2 slices ham, and then cheese, and then bread, butter both sides, grill that cheese, dip it in the
I
soup.
think we should finish up the podcast by one saying that we're going to construct a sentence with one word each about our overall vibe moving forward.
One by one.
What?
Okay, so
Yeah,
ready?
let's
We're going to
do
build
it.
a sentence.
What? Say it again.
So, next person.
What?
What's the?
What are we doing?
So like,
Yeah,
you're
what's
trying
the
to like
order?
do like
What's
a
We would
final
have to go by
sentence.
Tanner Grunk, like the way that
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
going
yeah.
all around, but
Yeah.
So and we're doing the future.
He's got
How we
something to
feel
say.
about the future.
Yeah, like where we're going from here now on out. And we're gonna all see if we can construct a single sentence
Okay.
with one by
When
one.
does
we
it
have
end?
we have a really bad track record with this.
Let's just
yeah,
try
we're
it.
not
Let's
good
just
at
try
this. You know that.
Okay,
Let's try it.
All right,
Okay.
Tanner.
Well,
So free. It's so not fair.
We're
Back.
And
Better.
then
ever.
Pizza.
This sucks.
oh, that's it. We're back and better than
We're
ever.
back.
We're back and better than ever. That's what we're going with,
Okay.
guys.
Okay,
No.
we can be more original.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's
All
do
right,
it again.
One more, Tanner.
okay.
We're so.
Welp.
Oh, that's it. All
I was
right,
gonna
we
say,
got to
well,
go. That's our safe word. We didn't establish with you, but by the way,
and-
that's our safe word.
That's all, folks. I just did it all.
There
We're
you go.
good now.
All right.
Hey. Nah.
I even.
I guess okay. I'll say something real quick. Just that I okay. That's the last thing. I was gonna
not the
say something. Nick
rules.
brought up the word thing, and then okay.
Go ahead.
Listen, I am very excited for our future, and I'm very excited to have this back as well, because this is our
It's
way
chill.
of communicating anything that's done in between that's not tweeted or Instagrammed or whatever the fuck.
Stops
You know
the
what I'm
people
saying?
guessing.
Yeah, stops
Yeah.
people guessing, and I hope it kind of clears up. Like, we didn't really. Again, any more questions asked, send it to the email, and then the next episode I'll answer just things that we just didn't really catch or forgot to catch for this episode. But we hope that it kind of fills up some gap. If not, then like I said, next episode will clear up some more. If anything, but it is going to be more lastly VC. Hopefully, we end up doing that. But
Yeah, we will see.
we will see, and we're just excited. I'm excited for the future. Right now, like I said, cutting up the video, still like putting in lots of efforts into it, and that is going to be translated over to not just the gaming channel, the main channel, podcast is podcast, so you know how that goes. And overall, just like, yeah, we're chasing a good feeling. That's what we're aiming at. We're just chasing a good feeling. We're chasing a good vibe. And we want to be proud of the work that we put out. And we also want to have great experiences with each other, like as a group and just as boys. As dudes, as boys, as dudes.
As boys.
Because I don't know, man. It's been a long time since, like, you know, it was work, but right now it's like let's just aim for something good.
Mm-hmm.
And something great.
Something we can have fun doing.
And we hope that also the content that comes out of this new exploration or aim is very great and it's very awesome. And we're already seeing like really cool feedback. So I'm very appreciative of like everyone who's been watching still and following still. Like, you guys are awesome, and we want to pay back that love and support, you know, 10 times fold with all the effort that we were trying to put in. For sure. Yep. So that concludes this episode of the Group Chat Podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
Season 3, episode 1.
Season 3.
Season 3,
Thank you
episode
guys
1.
so
And I'm not
much.
going to miss a single episode.
Me neither.
Oh, there goes that. I forgot about
maybe.
that.
I didn't miss a single episode the last time. Well, I paid my dues on the first season. Second
Right.
season, I'm 24 for 24.
24 to 24.
Or
Let's fucking go.
whatever.
Yeah.
Good job.
All right.
Good job.
Y'all
Thank you
take
guys
care.
for listening. For all 240, if you are still here.
Yep.
Podcast listeners or audio listeners, thank you. Visuals, whatever, thank you. And make sure you guys use code GROUP for 10% off. Buy yourselves a double cup, get some lean. Because again,
True.
come on, man.
Yep.
Come on,
Come
man.
on, man. Come on.
Come on, man.
Come on now.
Come on,
Yep.
man.
We'll see you guys
Come on,
next
man.
week.
Get with it.
Yeah, next week.
Come on, man.
We'll see you guys next week.
Flea goth.
Goodbye. Farewell.
Peace and love.
Bro fist that shit, boys. Bro fist that shit, boys. Bro fist that shit, boys.